Are you ready? What?
I got something to say.
Ooh.
Todd,
I'm back at the Kapua Suite.
you're always at the Kapua Suite.
This summertime I am. It's been a while since I did a live stream from the balcony in Ocean City. I mean, come on. I had to have one this summer, right?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I did last week from
but you weren't
beautiful
on the balcony.
Sunshine State. Yeah, so
I wish it was a little earlier. You could see the beach behind me. Can you hear the ocean? Have the gain really far down so you don't hear the ocean. All the riff-raff that goes on. What's going on, dude? How are you? Cheers, man.
Not much, and may I say early happy anniversary to you and your lovely bride.
Yes, tomorrow is our 10-year anniversary.
10 years, it's a big one, man. That is a big one.
Who would want to be with me for 10 years other than you, Andy?
Your wife's got 35 to catch up if she wants. So we're 30.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah,
we actually have awesome. a day away, an overnight trip without the kids. Grandparents are taking the kids, so super excited about that. So you know how few and far between.
Rare that is. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
so
congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
That is awesome. So
yeah, cheers, everybody.
Everyone out there, a little toast and a cheers to Todd and his lovely bride on 10 years.
I know,
and
right?
To many more, buddy.
Like
awesome.
like that. So yeah, have a lot of things to celebrate tonight. Let's go.
That's very cool. All right, so.
Yeah, we haven't done this in a while, and it's been a while since we've had just an open sort of show. We've had a lot of guests the last few weeks. We were possibly going to have one tonight, didn't work out. I'm kind of glad because we haven't talked about our topic tonight. Yeah, it's been a month.
It's been a while, and when I was filling out the description today, I was like, it's kind of hard for me to believe that we went and saw.
I can't believe it.
The stadium tour, and it's taken us almost a month to just kind of bring that back.
What happened was we had Greg Metz on the following week,
which was amazing. So that was. I was happy to put it on pause for 1 week, and then
we had vacation.
Then we had a week of vacation. We deserved a week off. We hadn't taken one on I don't know how long. And then last week we had on Justin and George from Drug City and Allview, which was great.
How cool
was
that?
Really well attended.
How awesome was that?
Fantastic. So
we'll talk about that. We'll tell you. We'll tease that a little bit, but we're not done with the Maryland Heritage Series by any stretch of the imagination. And we have something.
We have some more stuff coming. So which will be fun. We might touch on that again a little bit tonight too, which will be great. So, but yeah, you're out of the Kapua Suite. I'm back in the basement. Things are starting to go back to normal, right?
Is that how? I guess.
So
I do miss my bar. I got way more space. I'm like on a little table. I got a light that's attracting all sorts of bugs, and I'll probably get hit with something soon.
It must be hard with you slumming it at the beach, overlooking the water. Everyone feels so bad for Todd right now. It's
don't need a good time.
What a rough life.
Hey, real quick, there is if you've been to the stadium tour or you're going to, really the question is, Andy, which band did you like the most at the stadium tour? Like, which band did you most impressed with? Joan Jett, Poison, Def Leppard, Motley Crue. Mm-hmm. So I don't think we've had that many. I mean, maybe we have. I don't know. I'm hoping some people who have gone can vote, or if you're going, who you're most excited to see, or if you haven't gone either, I guess which one would you think would be the best? But I can tell you right now what you think and what actually happens at the show, I think are two different. We'll talk about that. But there's a poll up, and we'll see at the end of the night who wins that poll.
Yeah, I think it's cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
and let's hit that like button, share this out. Let's get some
way to remember in
here. We don't do that often. So you know what? We're gonna do that tonight. Let's see if we can get some more people in here. We got a crazy good attendance last week, which was great. We were
that was
excited. Awesome. And expected. It was a hot topic, but I think this is a hot topic too, right?
Well, we do, and we like talking about it.
At least we do. And look, it's not just that. We are going to be sipping on some new whiskeys that we got too. It's been a hot second since we were able to dive in and show you some of the things that we picked up over the past I got home and I was like, wow,
Well, wait, yeah, I'm gonna do that
I
Thursday.
got a few more things here than I thought, which is fine. So some of the
good
things
and
we
bad.
picked up that we can share with you tonight.
Yeah.
So we're gonna sip on. I'm cracking 3 brand new bottles tonight. Todd,
I'm cracking one, and I've got
one. He's got 2 of the same,
opened,
which will be fun. But you know what? It has been, like I said, it's been a hot second. We haven't been doing our normal show, so I do think we should, do a traditional show, and of course that means that we should say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, my friends. Hello. Neil. Hello.
Everybody. You should say it. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Oh, there it is.
All right.
Hello, everybody.
So
Good to
there
see you.
go.
Let's go.
We'll put this on your beautiful bald dome.
My kids are right here dancing. If you could see that,
They're
they
watching
dancing
on the screen.
They're watching. Yep. They're trying to make me laugh. There it is. That's Nicholas shaking his butt at me. That's what my kids are doing right now. Anyway,
You're
Paul
a
M, good to
future
see you.
rock star. Nick's gonna be a rock star.
He is.
Funny.
I love it. Yep. I don't know. Right now, if you saw him, you wouldn't say he's a rock. I see you, buddy. Anyway, Paul M here. Good to see you. He was first in the chat. Good to see you. There's Heartsight, Eileen. Hey, Andy, was that first? That could not have been first.
It was definitely first night, so that's awesome.
I don't believe it. Kimberly Ferris, she always share. Hey guys, also share out. We'd love if you could share out our video. This live stream helps bring in new people. She always does that. Good to see you, Kimberly. There's Mike Meyer. He's loving the rock and roll. Good to see you, Mike. There is my son taking a picture of me for some reason. Anyway, Oreo Cookies here. Oreo won last week. She was a big winner. Her and Eileen both won. It was good to see.
Yeah, Oreo, you're gonna love your prize. Your prize is fantastic. So,
did Oreo win the?
She got the old line port, I think.
Oh man, Stacy Yates is here. Good to see you, Stacy. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoy the topic of the night, and we got some great whiskeys that we're giving away. So stay tuned. Eric, he won the sample of, and I think he did get a bottle of the Sherwood from the on sale at Drug City.
Well done.
And I'm going to be cracking that bottle tonight. Stay tuned. David Bays is here now, the main stage. I love how he says that. I wish we were main. We're kind of like Kicks, Andy. That's kind of how we are. If we were a band, we would be Kicks. I think we're pretty good. We put a lot of heart into it, but just nobody really cares about us. That's kind of what it is.
But the people who like Kicks really like
that's
Kicks.
true.
So
they really like you guys love us.
Quality,
Right.
Maybe we have a few, so
What's going on, David?
They're
Cheers,
straight.
brother.
They're not junkies. Here we go. Let's see
That's
what else
right.
do we have.
Saucy's in the house. Hey, Andy, Saucy's told me today that he's getting ready to send us a huge flight. He wants us to do blind, like a blind flight from Saucy. I think that's great.
We're always down for that.
Tim, and Tim. Oh, you know what? I want to mention this, Andy. Tim is a brand new Patreon member. I'm sorry, I got to pause this. We didn't do this last time because I think we got a bunch of new subscribers to YouTube, which we love as well. We're also trying to really push Patreon, and we got some great Patreon. Tim is a new member. Eric is a new Patreon member. Eric Desmarius. So, guys, thank you for joining the crew over there on Patreon. We've got huge plans.
That's awesome.
And when we get, if you see the thing, we get 10 more. We're giving away a bottle of Weller 12 to those 40.
And you guys, Tim, Eric, you guys deserve your proper
there you go, right?
Introduction to the family. So thank you.
So, guys,
I love
super excited to have you over at Patreon. We got big things planned, and as soon as we grow those numbers, there's Sugar Kitty.
There's Sugar Kitty.
Is Sugar Kitty a mod on our channel? Tell me he's a mod. I hope so.
We needed one last week.
Yeah, we did. Because he's one of the best mods. And Amy, I know, is a mod. Amy, how are you? Good to see you. She also won. Sugar Kitty and Amy both won a sample pack from the Maryland Heritage Series, Andy, which you're picking up tomorrow, I think, right?
So I believe I am. I'll be seeing Justin tomorrow.
Friday.
So that'll be great.
They'll go up Friday.
Nothing but a
Rye
good
guy.
time.
Hey,
the
Brent,
Rye guy
what's going
in the
on,
house.
brother?
That's awesome.
Good to
Glad
see you, buddy.
Catches prescription bourbon. Very cool.
Oh, nice. Voted. Oh, yeah, he voted. Who did you vote for? Who did you go to the show? Prescription bourbon. I think you might have.
Yeah, let us know.
We're going to talk about who we like the most.
There's another winner from last week.
Adriana, and she had the amazing Alzheimer's fundraiser last Sunday night or Saturday night.
Yeah, I did actually tune into that. That was great. Did a great job.
Plus.
So well done.
And
that was
somebody
awesome.
won we donated a Sagamore Double Oak. But Andy, I'm upping that. The guy's also getting a bunch of samples of Sagamore distillery only releases just to add to it because why not, right? So
that's awesome. Very cool.
Cheers. JG. Hey, you're going to see JG soon, Andy. He sent me a picture to show how cool he is with his beard and his cigar. Just to kind of show
because he is the cool bald guy.
Exactly. And we're going to show another picture. Joe Graves. Joe's solo tonight. Kathy is down Ocean City. I was expecting Kathy and Christopher David, who's also down here, to shoot fireworks off from the beach just to distract me, but I guess not. At least Joe's here. Joe still likes us. Kathy's out having fun.
Joe's the one you wanted to hear anyway. It's your man crush.
I'm just saying. I'm glad Joe's here. Whiskey knows Marty. Marty was going. He was supposed to. The guys from Penelope couldn't. They were. I felt so bad for Marty, but hopefully they'll be on soon on Marty's channel. Whiskey knows Penelope. Great stuff, and I can't wait to see him on Marty's channel. Saucy Shane's in the house. Thank you, brother.
The chat. We appreciate it.
Should we say what the giveaways are for, Andy?
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Let's say hello to some people here.
All right, sorry. Hey, Darren. All right. Poison and Orlando were the best. Connecting with... Dude, Darren, stay tuned. We're going to really get into it. We had second row seats on the catwalk.
Definitely doesn't musically fly the crew. Wow. All right. Cool.
We'll talk about that. That's interesting because we saw it the other way, but we have opinions on all this. And Darren, stay with us. We'd love to have your insights on because you went. That's great. You guys are garage band at the best. Well, then we'll take it. We'll take it.
There's Phil.
Damn, gun to my head. I picked Def Leppard. So Phil went to it. Vince was disappointing in comparison to everyone else that night. So again, we'll talk about
this. Will be fun to talk about.
Smoke and Firewater. Cheers. Good to see you. Love it. Love it. So good. I'm glad some people are talking about the stadium tour because that's really what we're going to talk about in our new bottles that we're going to pop here. So anybody else, Andy, that's come in we haven't said hi to?
So we got Stacy, everybody, and then tomorrow it is Mr. Fulton's birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. Fulton.
Happy birthday, Mr. Fulton. Cheers, brother.
We appreciate that. So so we're all caught up. Cheers, I can take you off the hot seat. You did great without listening too much tonight. That was great.
Well, I want to say one thing. We have 2 giveaways tonight, but before we get to that,
we did. By the way, we did miss somebody.
Who's that?
Can I crash your live stream out at the beach too? There's
504. Yeah. No, I'm not. I shouldn't say that. My wife's probably like, "What are you doing? Say where we're at."
He's just inviting girls up to the apartment. That's all.
Yeah, that's probably not a good sign. I didn't think real good there. Anyway, we have 2 super chat giveaways. So, and we'll tell you that in a second. Andy, are we doing $5 or every $1? We're going back to the $1. We're going back to the $1.
That's fine. You're the gourmet around here, Eddie. I don't handle the money.
Amy, can we continue with the $5 super chat? Because to me, it was easier. I mean, it wasn't a million numbers on that thing. But you tell me, if it's easier to do the $1, Amy, put it in the chat, we'll do it that way. I don't really care which way. It all is the same proportionately, but whatever.
It's all the same.
There you go. But Andy, before we do that, let's give away our Patreon and YouTube member giveaway. So every Friday night, we do a Friday Behind the Bar member giveaway where we just basically tell you what's going to happen on the show, anything else happening with the channel. And then all you have to do is comment on that. And still,
all right. Well, why don't you pull that up while you're doing that? I'm going to get ready for. We haven't done this in a while. I'm going to crack a beer tonight.
Beer.
All right. So while you're getting that up, Todrick.
All right, it's up.
This is you can wait. It's fine. Okay. We've got I have heard of all kinds of West Coast hazies, all kinds of different styles. This is a Miami IPA. Have you heard of a Miami IPA? Are you already spinning the wheel?
No, don't. It
just did on its own.
Yeah.
All right. I have heard of a Miami. Have you ever heard of a Miami IPA?
I have never heard of a Miami IPA.
All right. Tropical Bay Miami IPA. I got this down in Florida. Inspired by, filled with hops, tropical life flow, and Miami inspired IPA.
So who's the brewery?
Biscayne Bay Brewing in Miami, Florida.
Really?
So I picked up. So what I was thinking, I picked up a 6-pack of these. I'll also give one of these away with each winner tonight too, so you guys can actually try.
All right, we'll do dollar entries. Hard site. Eileen, that's what we'll do. We'll do dollar entries.
So we'll
go back to dollars.
So on top of everything else we're doing, we're going to try. Well, you get a beer tonight too. So you're getting beer, bourbon, and technically rock and roll because we have a rock and roll part of the giveaway too.
Oh, so you're going to give away some of that too? Who? You're going to give that? You're going to give that away?
I'm going to give away. I brought a 6-pack back, so I'm going to give each. We have 2 winners tonight.
We have 2 winners.
One will also take one.
All right, there you go.
IPAs
you're getting the trifecta tonight: the beer, bourbon, and
did you want to talk about what our music fans get tonight?
Yes, I do, because part of the giveaway on each of the 2 giveaways, we had Andy 14th row seats. Go ahead, talk. It's on you. Go. You have.
Well, 14th row, but technically 2nd row because we had the catwalk that came down. So Joe threw out a pick, and we were this close to getting the pick when
no one found it.
No one could find it. But At the end of the Crue set, Nikki Sixx tossed out like a couple dozen of them, and we just started scooping some stuff up.
Like right at us.
So we walked away with like 8 to 9 picks. So this is a pick from Nikki Sixx.
Look at that.
Which you can see right there, which is
turn the other
neat.
side. What's it say on the other side?
Back it says not dead yet, which kickstart my heart like reference, which is kind of cool.
And he kind of died too.
So we're also going to be giving away an official pick from Nikki Sixx, which is really neat.
Along with the stadium tour.
That he was used at the stadium tour along with the Tropical Bay IPA, and then all the whiskeys we're going to talk about later. So there's some good stuff coming. So Todd, I'll put that on you for a second.
Yeah, so that's the cool thing. So what we're doing is the 2 giveaways will be a 6-ounce pour of something that's very highly sought after. And then everything else we're drinking tonight, you're going to get 2-ounce pours, plus the beer, plus the Nikki Sixx pick that was from the Washington, D.C. Stadium Tour concert. And we just were lucky enough that he threw a crap ton right at us, and it basically hit us. Like a bunch of them hit us, and people went scrambling for him. And I was like, I got one, you got one, I got one. It was so cool. The first thing we thought of was, we got to get these away. So that's cool.
Yeah. So really, really cool. So yes, you will be able to get a Nikki Sixx pick, and I was so mad when we couldn't get the Elliott pick.
No one found it. I feel like somebody found it and said we were all
we're not talking.
for it.
We're talking a pick. Joe was right up in front of us. He tossed it out, and it kind of did this little V right in between Todd and the guy right in front of us. And I thought
couldn't find it.
So we're going to get it, but we did not walk away with that one. But we got some Nikki Sixx picks. We'll give that to you as well tonight. So fun. All right, stuff.
Let's give away. So what I'm giving away tonight, guys, I said in the member again every Friday night. If you're a YouTube member or a Patreon member, just watch that video and comment, and you're entered. You'll win whiskey or beer or something every week. You don't have to give us anything. Just become a member and comment on the video. Patreon, guys, we can't push it enough. We have some fun things planned if we can get the numbers. So just hopefully y'all would at least consider that. So basically, Andy, a couple months ago, story time, Shane, he, along with Livewire Whiskey, which is very apropos. Sorry, my lighting's terrible tonight, but there they are. Look at Adam and Mike, twins. And the reason why that's a great label, by the way, because this was a 2-bottle purchase for 2 Jepson barrel proofs. I had never had Jepsons, Andy, never had them. But I really, the first bottle I drank, it's a little bit lower than this. And I just brought this down this week because I wanted to try the other one. And I think I might like this one better. I drank this much and basically since Friday. So really like it. I actually probably
might want to win now. So Todd,
I shouldn't have said I would give it away. I showed restraint because I bought some other bottles and not drinking more of this, but super good. I mean, Storytime Distillery, Shane, he does really good stuff. He doesn't do a lot of, listen, you get picks like every week. He puts out really good stuff. I love the fact that I had never had Jepsons. Now I know of them. I know their barrel proof stuff's great. And, it's a fun thing. So you'll get not only this bottle, but whatever's left of my other bottle. So you can then see the difference between the 2 barrels that they picked, the flavor profiles. Super good. So let's give it away.
Very cool.
All right, so let's spin
that. Better get hit with a pick than maybe get hit with a drumstick. Happened in college. That's kind of funny.
You got that? Well, so, I would love that drumstick though. But anyway,
but this pick could be yours, Darren. So we'll see what happens.
All right, Andy, you ready? Bring up that wheel and let's give away Jepson's
Go for it.
Distillery picks. 2 bottles.
All right, let's see who wins.
Is it up?
Yep.
Here we go. Again, it's their Friday Behind the Bar member only giveaway. We do. No,
it is Oreo.
It's Oreo. Well, geez,
there you go, Oreo.
We have a lot of things to send her then. Way to go, Oreo.
Our bill's going up for Texas.
I think that Oreo, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you say you bought this, or was it Eileen who bought this? There was a comment on one of our videos. I don't know if it was Eileen or Oreo. And she said, if I win, I have those 2 bottles. Can you send me something else? So I don't think it's I think it was Eileen who said that. I think Oreo has not had these 2 bottles. And
but even if so, I will say this: if it's a good bottle of whiskey,
it's great.
Then you have 2 good bottles.
I know.
Of whiskey. So
it's fantastic.
All
right, Oreo, you win it.
It's good stuff.
Oreo. There you go.
All right.
Chicken. Yeah, chicken. We'll talk about the chicken. So the chicken. No. Not me. I want those. Perfect. There you go, Oreo. Perfect. All right, you got 2 bottles.
Joe, tomorrow I'm going to pick it up. I hear it's great. You picked one up, so that's really cool.
Oh, the Wilderness Trail. That was in conjunction with what's his name, Deadman. Deadman Nixon, right? Yeah. So anyway,
very cool.
Super good stuff.
Look at Sugar Key. The drumstick is from the first Ozzy concert after Ronnie Rhodes' death. Wow, that stick is getting buried with me. That's cool.
Hell yeah,
that's really cool. If you guys, by the way, we talked shop tonight about some concert stuff, and you guys have some things you want to share of your own, please do.
We'll talk about it in a second. All right. So so there you go. Every Friday night, we'll do that. We have another one coming up, and looking forward. Andy, maybe we'll have to go back to your bar to pick out something for the members this Friday.
Yeah, I've got some stuff to give away.
Something
so
good.
We're good.
All right, Andy, I think it's time to get into what's news. We haven't done that in a couple of weeks either, and I really want to talk about
right.
Some
and by the way, this Miami inspired IPA.
Oh
you
yeah,
guys are
what are you getting out of it?
I'm going to plug it one more time because it's going to come with the pick and with the whiskeys. It's really nice, 6%, very very floral, but it's not over the top like a traditional hazy where you're kind of like puckering so much, which I like. It's got a little bit more of a West Coast feel. Really, really nice. And, I seriously cannot get this again because that's down from Miami, so that's kind of neat.
Thank you, Jay. Appreciate
you.
Enter you in, man.
Yep, very cool.
All right, Andy, let's get rolling with what's news and then get into the show. I can't wait to talk about the stadium tour. We are going to get there. Just give us 5-10 more minutes to talk about some news aspects in rock and roll and whiskey and beer. And
Todd, it's our time. It's our time.
You
know what? We'll get there when we're supposed to get there.
Do I look like I've gotten any color down the beach, or I still look? I mean, the lights aren't helping me right now. I got like one single light out in the pitch black balcony.
Can I be honest with you, Todd?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. You don't. You sometimes get a slight pink lobster tinge, but you're still that's just no, you have not. No.
I mean, come on, that's dark for me.
That's white for everybody else. So I don't.
All right, roll the clip, will you?
I appreciate you.
Hey, everybody, shut the hell up.
21090's
on.
And this is what's happening in your world tonight.
All day. Stop.
I can't breathe. Stop.
No. Dear. I think she's actually hurt.
No, I think she is.
Yeah, she's hurt. She took a hard fall off there.
Totally. Do I have socks on? Now listen, I've been spraying my feet big time down here to make sure they didn't burn. I have not had to wear socks on the beach.
It's funny, yet. Todd. I was in Florida for 2 weeks.
Did that come up?
And about I guess 6 to 7 days in, I told my wife. I said, because we had a pool in the backyard and everything. Yeah. We're always out in the sun. I said, I think today I might put just a little bit of sunscreen on the back of my neck and just maybe on my shoulders. As the first time, and then I did it when we did. I'll talk about my vacation a little bit too, but we did a swamp ride in the Everglades where you get to see the live gators, which is cool. It's just really really neat. Yeah. That was the second time I did sunscreen, so I wore sunscreen twice.
I don't want to hear it, dude. I probably use a can a day. I should buy stock in what is it? What's the big copper tone? Because I keep them in business. All right. It's like constantly. I'm like, I feel like I'm getting a little red here. My wife's like, you just put it on 20 minutes ago. I'm like, well, this stuff, water, I got to make sure I don't burn here.
But you don't tan, you pink up a little, which is kind of funny.
I will eventually I will show you.
You start to get a little bit red.
My arms are getting a little tan, so to speak.
Well, you keep working it. You keep working,
anyway.
Buddy.
All right.
Regardless, you look great. That's all that matters.
I'm sure I do. All right, Glam and Drams. All right, Andy, here's Jade. Look at this. So Jay sent me this picture and basically wanted to show off that he can grow a beard and look cool smoking a cigar. Do you think I could look that cool smoking a cigar?
I think you can smoke a cigar, and I think you might be able to grow a terrible beard. I don't think any of it will make you look cool. So
Really?
I think baby steps.
JG.
I wouldn't go up against JG first.
No.
Let's pick someone else to go up against. I'll find you.
Look at that sexy beast. Look at JG. I mean, just guys, come on.
Go up against Joe Graves in his America boxers.
That's true.
First,
that's more my line. Is that what it is?
Let's start there. Start small and then start working your way up.
Then
I think you'll be all right.
That is too funny. All right, so let's
rock on JG.
Rock on Jay. Thanks for sending that. Hopefully, it didn't. He said I could show it, so I thought that was a cool.
Now, speaking of cool bald dudes, all right. So Todd, I know you were excited when you called me about this. If we got some metalheads in the house,
huge news. I think. I mean, Pantera hasn't toured, and I mean, Dimebag Darrell and his brother passed away. What, 10 years ago? I mean, how long ago has it been since that's happened? So,
yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a long time, and you saw them live. I've never seen Pantera live. To me, it's one of my favorite heavy metal band. I mean, when we talk about like metal, I put Pantera up there as almost number one, maybe. Like, where are they for you? Like metal.
It
I
depends.
mean, if you
can
include
start, if you're saying-
Metallica,
if-
but I mean,
yeah,
metal.
I wouldn't put them up. Well, if you're going, if you're talking thrash metal, is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, sort of like thrash metal. Yeah,
So
kind
if
of
you
like
put
that.
them in that category, then yeah, I think they're hands down the winner for me
Right.
too. I saw them, Columbia,
Is anybody
Maryland.
else excited about this?
Probably Everything Spicy says top 5 for him. Whiskey Wars.
Yeah.
Freaking Zach effing Wild, the only guy.
I
who
know
can
that's
suffer
the
dime.
best.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think this lineup is cool too. Plus, you've got
Charlie
Benante from Anthrax.
Anthrax.
So you've got some cool guys stepping in to replace. You've got a sober Phil at the front of the mic, which is cool.
Yes.
Um,
Rex Brown's
so-
always, and that's the two surviving members.
Todd, I'm in
Sign me
Columbia,
up.
Maryland, probably
Oh, yeah.
20 years ago, maybe.
Where was I for this concert? How was I not there?
I went with my buddy Keith. We saw this. It was a Vulgar Display of Power tour.
Oh my God, I love what did I do?
Killer concert, but the opening act was Biohazard and Sepultura. So I could now Biohazard was heavy, but they were like punky thrash. It wasn't terrible, but wasn't my cup of tea. Sepultura just scared me to death. They came out with like crazy backdrops of like mummies being hung upside down and weird stuff, and they just scared me. I was not into Sepultura at all.
No.
But Pantera was. They had the place lighten up. They're cool because they take an element of like a pop hook and throw it into thrash, which is what makes. Look, people call that, even the Vulgar Display, maybe a bit of a sellout in some terms.
I don't care. I love
but
it.
I don't care what people say.
Cowboys from Hell, yeah.
If you can relate, that's what makes for a good tune. And so they can go where they slow it down and then speed right in, kind of hit you in the gut. This is going to be a cool show. If it comes around to us, Todd, I think you are going to.
We're 100% there.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
And my question is, everybody else, Saucy Shane, Whiskey War, Sugar Kitty, are we all everything spicy? Are you guys going to go to this? I mean, we would all. I can't imagine.
It's look at the like I said.
Why would you not
Phil
go?
said top 5 for him. Number 1 for Saucy. Whiskey
Has anybody
Wars,
seen Pantera?
stoked for
I mean,
this
has
one.
Saucy, has Shane, has Sugar Kitty, Whiskey Wars? Have you guys seen Pantera live? I have not. Andy has. I want to so badly. So
and
yeah,
honestly,
Andy,
if someone's going to step in for Daryl Dimebag, it's I think it's got to be.
yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Zach Wild's a great choice. Yeah.
Did you? So Sean, have you Whiskey Wars? Have you seen Pantera live? I'm curious. And listen, I know we are about, like, we love glam metal, but again, for some reason, Pantera they were like the first. I mean, I bought that Vulgar Display of Power and then just found Cowboys from Hell, and I just absolutely loved it. And I think you said it nicely. They're thrash, but they have harmonies.
They have hooks. They write hooks.
Yeah.
I can't do just straight screaming. Like, it doesn't work for me.
Right.
Because
Fortunately,
it all just sounds the same.
Okay. Yeah. See.
So this will be a
You've
fun.
got to go to this.
Fun
Zach
show.
really,
so hopefully we can see
that's
this
the
one
thing.
comes around.
I mean, that was the one thing. I mean, how they got Zach Wild on board with this. This is epic. Like, this is almost like a bit of a super group now with Zach Wild and Charlie on drums. I mean, to me, I know it's Pantera, but yes, sign me up for everything because this is about. I hope they play some place big enough that, like, I don't know what what venue would hold a reunited. I don't know.
I think they could do like I would
Pier
assume
6? Like a Pier 6 with like 5,000 people.
I would assume they'll have an opening act and they could do stuff
Right.
like Merriweather or something like that. I could see
that'd be
like
fantastic.
if you get a good opening act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can.
All right, did I see you pouring something? Are you ready to pour a dram?
I'm going to in a minute, but the first one I'm going to pour
is part of the
speaking
giveaway.
of some
So everything you
heavy
see
metal,
tonight
this
is
part
a
of the
giveaway.
So we're talking heavy metal. I'm going to pour
Boom.
the Cast Strength Reserve,
Hold
the
on,
number
hold on.
9 Iowa
Get you up
whiskey.
there. Solo
Put
that.
this on here. Solo that.
Not me.
Not
you.
your ugly mug. Here we go.
Ugh,
That is from Cedar Ridge. That's the Iowa whiskey, the Slipknot's Iowa whiskey. This is their Cast Strength.
Cast strength. That's not. What's the proof on that?
Corey Taylor's from Iowa. The band this is like the most famous band, I guess, to come out of Iowa. And so, the proof on this I'm looking for, buddy, is it's 100 proof. I'm
100 proof?
looking forward to cracking this.
But it says cast strength.
Well, it's the reserve. Maybe it's not cast strength, so I could be lying to you.
Oh,
But this is their this is
all
the
right.
big
Whatever.
hitter.
Nice. All right, there
So
you go.
let's
So that's
see.
part. That's the 2-ounce pour of that.
Mhm.
Will be part of one of the giveaways. So one of the giveaways is a 6-ounce.
Do
pour.
that.
And you know what? That was good. I will then. I'll do mine then. And Andy, you can. So we talked a lot about this last
Canada.
week. Here it is, guys.
All right, what you got, Beavis?
This was the big. Oh gosh, there it is. Look at this beauty.
Oh, look at you! You're gonna one up it real fast.
Well, we talked with George and Justin last week. This is what was dropping
That's
last Friday.
glorious.
Got myself a bottle. We've tasted it with samples they sent us for the show, so super excited about that. I know I love it. Now I've got my own bottle, and what I will do for it, and this is a $225 bottle of whiskey.
That's nothing for top shelf, Todd.
I'm going to give 6 ounces of this. So one of the giveaways is 6 ounces of this and a Nicky Six guitar pick. So
and a Tropical Bay IPA Miami.
Oh, I'm sorry, right.
IPA. Don't forget.
There you go. So let's see if I can hear the pop on this. Right, Andy?
Good.
Oh, that's a definite Canada.
Canada, nicely done.
All right, top shelf. Well, Joe, hey, you're right there with me.
And yeah, that's true. Kathy, Todd needs more sunscreen, so she's on her way. Todd,
thank you. Yeah, the light is actually making me redder. I think I'm getting more red as this light. It's kind of like the sun on me right now. So there you go. 6 ounces of this bad boy is going to somebody. I'm telling you.
Todd, do the math on that. 225, you know, a 6 ounce pour.
24 ounces. It's like let's see. It's probably then there's 24 ounces in this bottle about.
Carry the 4.
So it's about $10 an ounce. That's like $60. So
right.
it's almost $60 just for that 6 ounces.
Add the beer, there's 5.
Yeah, and the Nicky Six pick,
add the priceless
which could
Nicky
be
Six guitar pick, which you
priceless.
can sell on eBay because nobody can get it unless you're sitting top shelf.
There it is.
Seats.
So Eric, Andy, highlight Eric. Eric got a bottle. He went down to Drug City. He also won the giveaway of all 3. So Eric, you'll soon have all 3 of them to taste. The Sherbrooke, which is they teased today, Andy, on Maryland Heritage that it's coming soon. My guess is it's probably be beginning of August. That's coming out. We'll let you know as soon as
that
we
one
hear.
is dynamite. You guys can go back to our video. We reviewed all 3.
Andy.
If you did not hear, but it's really, really that.
So, they said this one you do need to let it open up a little bit, but the nose on this, it's straight rye. This is the one that it smells. It's
a rye drinkers, rye lovers rye. It's good. It's great.
Cheers, everybody.
So cheers to Todd. Sugar Kitty says Todd never needs sunscreen. He's naturally so reflective the rays can't penetrate his skin. I believe that is true.
That is 100% not true. Oh, Fat Tony. God, that's so good. You know what I love about
Does anybody, can I just say this real quick?
What?
Put in the chat if you know what this, when we say, oh, Fat Tony, if everybody knows, if anyone knows what that's from. I'll give you an extra spin. If you can, if the first person who can comment what, oh, Fat Tony, what that's from. I need to pull a clip from it because it's hysterical. But my wife said it the other day to somebody, and it was I forget what we were doing. Maybe we were at a restaurant or something on vacation. She goes, "Oh, Fat Tony." And I was like, she started laughing. I said, "Do you even know what that means?" And she's like, "No, I just hear you say it." I thought it was like, no, I completely stole that. So anybody who can figure out, it's not from Sopranos. It's more of a
good guess.
A knockoff, though. It's a good one, but
yes,
Fat Tony, what that's from?
Real quick, Stanley. Yeah, I bought something from. It was
give David Bays an extra.
There it is, David.
It's from The Simpsons. Yes, that's right.
Well done.
You just missed a Sugar Kitty. Yeah, so that is the so Fat Tony is from The Simpsons, but Homer says to him in one episode,
"Oh, Fat Tony,
you mean to tell me the mob did me a favor just to get something in return?" And he goes, "Yes, that is right." He goes, "Oh, Fat Tony, I'm so disappointed." So I always
now we use it in a different context.
Now we use a different context. I always say, "Oh, Fat Tony," when something's good. So
Andy, how's that Slipknot? Now that's 100 proof, so it's like it's a reserve. It's the reserve 100 proof.
100 proof, so it's about 40 points lower than what you like.
No, I mean this is only like
kidding.
what 10. What's the
It's got a nice nose, coming from Iowa whiskey, high in corn. It's got a sweet nose on it.
It is 110.4 proof. This Sherwood. So guys, every super chat, 6 ounces of this plus Nicky Six pick plus a Miami Vice IPA, and then everything else we sip on tonight. We're doing 6 total. So 5 other whiskeys you're gonna get 2-ounce pours of. So Andy's already got the Slipknot Reserve, but number 9, good, bad. What do you think?
This is. So I don't always like to read reviews first because it can get a little biased. this was designed with the intent of being a complex yet easy drinker for people, an accessible bourbon, and they completely hit this out of the park. It is very sweet.
Really? Ooh.
It is. It's corn forward, but nice mouthfeel, very viscous, very chewy, and that's just a neck pour. I like this a lot.
Should we give everybody like a little teaser? We were thinking about doing, because we're beer, bourbon, and rock and roll, and this is a bourbon that's off of a metal band, Slipknot. Honestly, everybody knows we don't follow Slipknot. I know who they are. I listened to once Andy got this bottle. I started looking at some of their videos. I gotta be honest, they kind of scare me a little bit.
Yep.
But I will say this. I said it to Andy. They're like a cross between Alice Cooper, right? Pantera. Who was the other band that I said?
I think we said Guar.
Guar, yeah, that's it. Guar, right?
Yeah.
That's like the cross, that I saw from him. I don't love it when he just goes. I love it when they do the harmonies. When they do that, and it's really great music, and they have great harmonies and choruses. But I couldn't get into that.
And maybe somebody can tell me. I don't get the idea of the masks and the dressing up. I never
really
liked the
scary.
gimmicky dress up thing. It's just weird. Like a bunch of people trying to look like Michael Myers going across stage. I don't know if I get it, but we may review this as part of the rock stuff. So.
Yeah, so we might do some more research and find 5 or 6
I don't know if we're
love.
gonna go favorites because I don't think we would do it justice because we know enough. But we might just review it and talk about Slipknot for a little bit.
Exactly.
But we do have some other ones. In fact, one coming up very soon.
Very soon
about,
that
we will be reviewing as
well.
All
right, let me get through real quick.
We're back to Pantera.
So Pantera, totally psyched about that. The only thing is it says touring in 2023. So we got another whole half. I guess I wonder when this will happen. I can't wait. Maybe they're doing it right. Whatever. If they're in the Mid-Atlantic area, we're going. We'll bring you footage from that. And can't wait because hell yes. Why not, right?
Yep. And then Todd says you're more of a Stone Sour kind of guy. Didn't you like them? Mash Bill? Didn't you like Stone
talking
Sour?
to me?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Stone Sour. The lead singer of Stone Sour is what's his face?
Bob Sacramento.
No, he's in another band. Mashbill will tell you. They're okay. I'm not a huge Stone Sour fan, but why would you say that? I mean, you know who they are. You know them about as much as I do.
By the way,
anyway,
I know you're getting into the Epic, but your brother has some connections, and he offered me tickets to go see Hailstorm and the Pretty Reckless the other night. And I turned it down. I turned it down so I could play a ball game, but.
Dummy. You could have sat next to John Allen of Charm City Devils.
I wanted to sit next to the lead singer of the Pretty Reckless, so I wanted to sit next to. So we'll sit next to Cindy
That's
the Who.
Funny. Real quick, local aspect here, guys. Epic is distilled by Baltimore Spirits, one of the few in Baltimore who actually distill their own whiskey. Epic, to me, is one of my favorite everyday whiskeys. We can get it here. It's usually a 3-year whiskey. They proof it down to 100. The barrel proof is absolutely divine when they put it out. This is another, I think, barrel proof that just came out this past weekend. It's Epic, but it's 4-year. But it was finished. And Andy, what is this called? How do you say that? Sauternes?
Oh, that's Sauternes.
It's a wine, right?
It's a sweet wine from Bordeaux.
If you're in the
France.
Baltimore, Maryland area, I'm going to get it. Andy, you want to try this too? I'm assuming you're big fans of these guys.
Yeah.
Super small amounts they put
Love
out,
Francais wine. So yeah, I think that'll be a cool little combination.
Look for honey, candied apricots, and subtle nuttiness. Pronounced influence.
Well, it is a sweet French wine, so that makes perfect sense
with the spicy rye. So there you go. Anyway,
and look, we got even out of Baltimore area. Look, we got Saucy saying Epic is really good. Yeah, Epic's fantastic.
Right.
We sent out some samples to some
That's
people.
right.
Yeah, it's really good stuff.
Here's another Andy. We just talked about rock and roll and whiskey. Look at this. Andy, you know I saw ZZ Top live.
Did you? And
guess who opened for him? Extreme at the Baltimore Arena.
That's a great.
I think I was 16 or 17 years old. It was fantastic.
COVID hit right before COVID hit. It was supposed to be after the stadium tour. Def Leppard was going to do a fall tour where ZZ Top.
Didn't one of them die? Didn't one of the guys die?
Yeah, and then so that's not happening obviously now because Who was
But-
it? Dusty. What was his name?
I don't know. Is it one of the guy with the without the beard? His last name is Beard.
Was it Dusty Hill? Was that the guy who died?
Maybe.
Which one died?
One of the guys with the beards died.
I think it was Dusty, the bass player, Dusty Hill. I think he died. But
well, that's a shame. Anyway, Balcones is putting out a gas strength ZZ Top whiskey called Tres Hombres, coming in at Andy 120 proof. So it says some things just belong together. You combine influences because it just makes sense and end up creating something new that feels like it's always been. ZZ Top combined blues and southern rock in an unprecedented and iconic way. Tres Hombres Texas whiskey is made of 3 Texas-grown grains. That's kind of cool. Corn, barley, and rye. In the same spirit of honest exploration and synergy that has cemented ZZ Top's place in music history. Now, is this just Balcones cast strength put with ZZ Top's?
No, they had a ZZ Top release before. This is the cast strength version of it, if I'm not mistaken.
Perfect. I'm all about it. We're going to try to get this because why not, right? Certainly can do a top 5 ZZ Top song.
Joe picked up on it. Your bedside manner. I
Dead guy, move along. Sorry, yeah.
God, I say. Oh, okay. I did not mean to.
Look, Amy, Tres Hombres is a great album. So she's a big ZZ Top fan. So yeah, you know what? Saw ZZ.
That would have been a cool show to see. I would have loved that.
Look, ZZ Top on the El Loco jumpsuit tour. Unfortunately, the bad Loverboy. Remember we saw a Loverboy, and I was like, did Loverboy eat Loverboy? Who ate? Because the lead singer, what's his name? He kind of blew up a little bit. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but good Lord, he couldn't move, and they weren't that good. Loverboy was not good.
He and Vince Neil used to be workout buddies.
Oh, hey, Vince is getting back a little bit. Come on.
Yeah, he's just got a new outfit, but there's
all right.
Big difference.
Next one, Andy, Blue Note, big fan.
Blue Note, you
love Blue Note. You like the Blue Note we have. I mean, I think it's a great, sort of, affordable whiskey. They're coming out with a collaboration from the Argentine Andes. Again, it's called Las Notes, whatever that means. Straight bourbon whiskey finished in French oak Las Notes barrels. Okay. Yes, why not?
I was thinking about this, Todd.
120 proof again here. I'll take that.
There's a market. It's a big market for Audible books. And if you would throw your name in that arena and do just some stories, right? I could see you being bigger than Morgan Freeman with the way
Argentine Las Notes. It seems like it's just
the way you enunciate and pronounce things. I mean, it's
wrong
just...
or incorrect or wrong. It doesn't really matter, right? You just sell it. I am Ron Burgundy. Damn it. Anyway,
I didn't know that was a show, by the way, Darren. He said Loverboy opened for Leopard back in the 80s. I did not know that.
See, look, Darren Bagley Heath, Loverboy were terrible in the 80s supporting They supported Def Leppard. See,
that's what I just said. And that's I had no idea because
no. Darren, I love that you have the knowledge of early 80s. Stick with us because we're going to be talking real quick about the tour here, but why can't somebody like Kix be on a tour with Def Leppard? I don't get that, man. I don't
think it's Def Leppard. I don't think Poison wants them on tour with them, nor do they want to go on tour with Poison.
That's true. Anyway, look at this. Andy, you're gonna love this. You're big. Okay. You love these sort of high, the sort of malt forward whiskeys, right? So Nulu, who we love, is coming out with a high malt Nulu straight bourbon whiskey coming in 116 proof, aged 4 years. So this limited expression is brought to you in partnership exclusively between Nulu and Allied Importers. This single barrel. Oh, it's a single barrel. Never mind. We're never going to get this. Crap. Coming whiskey.
It's a what?
It's a single barrel.
I got that. But what's the malt that's high?
49% malted barley in the mash bill. So I'm sure it's 51%.
Okay.
Yeah. So it sounds great.
To be considered bourbon, it's got to still be the 51% corn.
Right.
So that's great.
So we're never going to see it, though. It's a single barrel. So dang it. Oh, well. Well, single barrel.
Darren, by the way, said that was the Hysteria tour in the UK. That's cool. Are you from the UK, Darren?
How did Loverboy get on that? I mean,
look, in '83, Leopard was opening up for Billy Squier on the Pyromania tour, and by the end of the tour, they flip-flopped the order because people were leaving after Def Leppard. So, I mean,
unbelievable. Andy, this
happens.
This sure would. When we do our top whiskeys of 2022. I think we can combine the entire Maryland Heritage Series together into one because They're all amazing. God dang, this is good. I'm telling you guys,
You're such a happy.
it's
little
so
fellow.
good.
I love it.
It's like candy. Anyway, so New Lou single barrel crap. I didn't know it was a single barrel, so we're never going to see it. So next one.
You don't know that.
And this is
from
probably something
Sealbox?
we're never going to get either. No, I'm sure. Well, if it's on Sealbox, I'll get it. Jack Daniels Distillery Series. Probably won't get this either. But I wanted to bring it because it's straight Tennessee rye
You're
whiskey.
being very
finished.
negative. You've had a great success in getting some tough top shelf Todd picks.
No,
You
I
might be
haven't.
able to,
Just
you
because
know,
they're local. This is Jack Daniels and new. Well, I'll try.
We know people.
We'll never
We're
see
gonna
that.
be all right. Let's see.
But how nice would it be to get Andy a
Mhm.
Jack Daniels rye finished in high toast oak barrels? Yes, please.
I prefer low toast oak barrels, but I think that is
It's no char oak barrels. No char.
that is
Anyway, coming at 101 proof. This warm, rich character that runs deep in Tennessee rye whiskey sets itself apart using timeless techniques and blah, blah, blah. Extra time in the finishing barrel intensifies the rich caramel and toasted oak with layers of rye spice, molasses, and dark chocolate. Yes, please. Imparting a luscious full body. I'd love to have this, but we'll never see it. Limited edition doesn't mean
I got to tell you though, you got to give the marketing folks credit because I was in the wine world for quite some time, years ago, Todd, and everybody could make every glass of wine sound like it was the most perfect expression or bottle that you ever poured. And then some of it, tasted like, wrung out socks.
Here's
was
my man,
it just
Joe.
wasn't
Thank you,
good.
Joe. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I would just love to have it, but we'll never see it either. It's probably a distillery only release, and we're not going there anytime soon. So,
all right. What's next,
that
Todd?
brings us to
Oh,
Should've Been a
hey. It has been a while since we've done this, but yeah, we're going to play It Should Have Been a Hit.
So what do you think? You think we got a hit with this one?
So you think we got a hit?
Boy, that was funny.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they went to Bonjour.
I love that clip every time. That is one of the
do
best Beavis and Butthead clips. Oh,
I'm surprised you haven't seen the new movie yet, Todd.
I know. I've seen clips of it. I don't have Paramount. Listen, Top Shelf Todd can't afford all these streaming services like Andy. So
there's someone.
Give me your
watch
password.
it like
and
you
I'll
watch
go
films. I'll give you my password, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
You can do
There
that.
you go.
All right. So now this has been. If people are like, "Hey, I missed this," this is a week old, or is it 2 weeks old, Todd? We never officially did this.
No.
This was the night that
Andy,
Greg
it's
Metz
from-
was supposed to
Yeah,
be
like
on.
3 weeks old. 3 weeks old.
Maybe. Okay. So the votes were counted in the giveaway, but we didn't actually go over it. So we're going to do that tonight, and then we will.
Correct. So this
next
was
week
back
we
in
will
the
have
day.
a
There's
brand
two
new one. So,
bands.
yeah.
Kicks, one of our favorites of all. I mean, listen, for me and Andy's probably number 2 of all time because they're local and they rock. And then MSG, I think they were Kicks. You put Kicks up against MSG's probably best hit ever. So I think this is a bit of a. You didn't give a fair fight, but we'll go through the
That's
process.
not true. I think it's debatable on what's the better song. Now, I think some
I agree with
people. Because look, MSG's Anytime never got close to Don't Close Your Eyes, and I think this is better than Don't Close Your Eyes. By Kicks.
I agree with you. So this is a video that never was released, by the way.
That's
shows
true.
You
From a
grunge
very
came-
underrated album. So look, Darren said he saw MSG open up for Whitesnake on the '87 tour. That's cool. That's very cool.
That is cool. Darren, what do you think of Kicks? If you say they suck, we're kicking you out of the stream right now. But,
We are not kicking you out of the street.
anyway, they're from Baltimore. Listen, Darren, you don't know this, but we love Kicks. And this is from their 1991, or is it 92, Andy, release of Hotwire.
This is 91 or 92.
So this happened right after, grunge hit and killed this album. It still went gold though. They sold 500 copies. Now this came after Blow My Fuse.
This is pre Nirvana time.
True.
So this grunge
But Nirvana
didn't kill
came.
this.
Well, it did. It shut everything down for Kicks and every other. In '93, Nirvana was all over the place. This came out in '91.
But it was a shame this wasn't released because this is a fantastic. Darren's still known, to be honest, so that's fair enough.
Doesn't know him. Well, you're gonna learn.
This is another reason Todd loves him so much. Jace, just give that dude a sandwich. He is still that skinny on stage.
Yep. They still play. You can go see them.
Eileen, we did have those people already entered in, so don't worry. That was
Give that to
taken
the
care of.
sandwich.
All right, so go ahead, Todd.
All right.
The next one.
All right, so that's.
I love this song.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this was released almost 10 days ago in 1991. This was released.
What was?
So
this one? Get on the walls or MSG?
No, Hotwire by Kix.
Yeah, there you go. All right, there you go.
So there you go.
All right, so this is MSG, Macaulay Shanker Group.
This is just a great song.
It's a great song. I love the song. I think you put up against. This was a hit. I think this was a hit. So
it wasn't a big hit, no.
I think this was a hit. I mean, when you think of Macaulay Shanker, this is like his biggest hit.
We've had other people's biggest hits on here too, like Shotgun Messiah, and that's not that. But just because it was their biggest hit,
Macaulay Shanker Group and Shotgun Messiah. You know what I mean?
I'm saying it wasn't. This was not a big
look
hit
at this.
at all.
Look at the video. Oh, look, he's upset. He's putting his acoustic card down. I'm taking my guitar, and I'm never. You're horseshit. Horseshit.
Kind of looks like you a little bit, Todd, with hair.
He does. Look, take this money. I don't ever see you again. Damn it. I'm out of here with my guitar and my tight jeans. I'm not going to rock out with my band. Sorry, go ahead.
Are you going to do this for a while? I'm actually enjoying it.
That was kind of funny.
Go ahead, Todd.
That's funny, though. I like that. Oh, look at that guy.
Go ahead,
Look
Todd.
at his hair. Oh, my God. Look at his hair. He's bald now.
You can, even then, you could pick out male pattern.
I can pick him out, dude. I know more. That guy's bald. Oh, look. She's like, no, don't go. Don't go. I'm throwing my guitar in here, and I'm getting my gun out, and I'm going to shoot you. No. There's take your clothes. Get out of here. What's going on here, Andy? I've never watched this video.
I don't know. Todd Reaction Channel, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. It's a great
song.
song.
No. It's good. We've lost 4 people.
That's probably true. Great hook.
He's got really fluffy hair, though. He really does.
Awesome hook. I love this song. I mean, listen, this song wins for sure. There it is. All right, there it is.
All right, so there you go. It should have
what do you
been
like
a hit.
better?
So,
Kicks, tear down some
for those of you who don't know what should have been a hit is basically every week we put 2 songs that we think should have been much bigger than what they were up against each other. You vote on them during the week, and you get an extra spin in the giveaway for the prize. So so very cool.
Heartsight.
The winner of that one was
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, don't worry, you're in. And
3 weeks ago you were in.
Yeah, and the winner was I think MSG came out
going
on top.
away. Yeah, I mean myself and maybe Saucy Shane picked Kicks. I think that was about it. So anyway, so look at our discussion board on YouTube. Andy,
we got
you
your Whiskey Wars.
Every week. I feel
Joe's
like I did. That's right. He was drunk in Mexico at the time. That's right. You did.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Darren said best underrated band of the 80s is Living Color. That is, I would, they're one of the few bands I have not seen live from the 80s, by the way.
Yes.
Said he saw them last year. They're still together. That's cool. All
right.
Cult of personality. Very nice.
So, Andy, how was that Slipknot number 9?
Very good.
So
very,
super
very
good. So you recommend it then?
I'll be doing some sipping on the Slipknot.
All right, don't do that
that's
now.
Good
so
stuff.
We're getting into now, guys. We're going to take you down a little memory. About a month ago, Andy and I went to the 4th show. It's been now going on very successfully for the last month and a half. But we went to Washington D.C. and we had a hell of a time. We had basically 14th row center section seats that turned into second row seats because the catwalk comes all the way out to the 13th row. So we had amazing seats. Andy, did you think we had that good of seats going into it?
Well, I knew we had good seats.
But that good?
Long story short, 2.5 years ago, my sister thought it would be very kind to buy me tickets to the Def Leppard Stadium Tour concert. Yes. And when I looked at them and I saw that they were in the last row of the upper decks, I gave her a hug and said, "Merry Christmas, thank you." And realized that I would be trading them in for an upgrade. And so when we were looking at seats, I had an idea that they were going to be top shelf Todd seats because they were good. So I didn't realize it would be second row from the catwalk. We kind of had to take a little picture walk on the map to see how close we thought we would get. And I was blown away by not only did we get close, but we were right there in the center. So,
all right. So we're going to go through a bunch of pictures.
It was fantastic. Yeah.
We're going to talk about each band. So here's the thing. DC is terrible traffic. the show starts at 4:30. We do have to work. This was like a Wednesday night. We missed Joan Jett. We just did. We were stuck in traffic. We had to take the metro from College Park, Maryland, into DC. It took a while. We got there right before Poison went on at, I think, 6 o'clock. We left.
I mean, even the metro trying to get.
We'll talk about that.
It just was. Yeah. It was just trying to get that. No, I'm just going there, not coming home. Trying to get there.
Yes.
First of all, Todd's like chasing a gazelle when he wants to go to a concert. I'm not going to lie to you, but he starts running.
Yeah,
and it starts the metro. We park at DC, and all of a sudden, here you see these pasty white legs just moving.
Listen, I want to make the train.
I'm not. I'm built for short distances, but not for speed. I'm like the T-Rex chasing like Jeff Goldblum, and after a while, I crap out. So we went to the metro. I couldn't get the card to work. It wouldn't take it.
The damn metro card.
I mean, we
Luckily,
made the train.
We made it by the skin of our teeth.
Like 2 seconds, we made the train to get in there. But
I am white lightning. And look, Darren says, Joan. Oh yeah, we heard Joan was solid. I've never seen Joan Jett. I really wanted to see Joan Jett.
You have seen Joan Jett. You saw Joan Jett at the Wacomico Center when we stayed
open up for Def Leppard.
Open up for Def Leppard.
You're right.
Back
I remember
in
that.
the day. We did.
You're right. That was a long time ago. So I apologize. So I had, but I wanted to see her again, and I heard she was really good. And we missed it. So it is what it is. We couldn't do anything about it. So like we get down to DC, and I don't know if you know where National Stadium is, from where the stop is for the metro to the stadium. It's like a couple more blocks. And I'm like, Andy, I start running. And he's like, dude, I got 2 bum knees. I just can't. But you know what, Andy? I said, Andy, it's Def Leppard, Poison, and Motley Crue. Suck it up. You got like some kind of second wind in you, buddy. Like you somehow got some kind of energy, and he kept up with me. You weren't far behind me. We had to run to a blue tent to get a wristband to get on the field. Like you couldn't just go into any turnstile. You had to go to this special blue tent because we had field tickets to get this wristband that allowed you on the field. And then so we had to go all the way around the stadium, and we're running around. Andy, I thought you were gonna have a heart attack, but you were good, dude. You kept up, and we made it. I was so happy we made it for Poison because I knew how good they were.
Well, that was the worst part because not just that, but by the time we got there, I really had to pee.
So we sit,
and you're like, no, we're gonna miss Poison. I was like, we got to find a bathroom. We look around the corner to the bathroom, and the line's a mile long. I was like, the dude's line is never this long. What the
so Poison comes out.
Skip
I
that.
Want to show more video.
Poison comes out though. Literally, we did get there. We get to our seats, and I was absolutely blown away by how good they said. Now you and I have probably seen Poison a dozen times, half a dozen times, whatever.
Yeah.
They can be hit or miss. In fact, it was
no, hold on. I hadn't seen Poison in a long time because it's been Bret Michaels' band, but it has been Poison together in a long time for us.
Poison opened up for Def Leppard a few years ago.
See, I didn't see that show.
That was at the Baltimore Arena or whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
And Bret was going through his John Bon Jovi phase. He could not hit the high notes. He wasn't. It just wasn't. It wasn't
good. Oh, okay.
I was expecting more of the same this year, and
dude,
completely blown away by Bret's energy. He was
look
great.
How close this is, Bret.
Good. Yeah.
Do you see? I wanted to put this picture in because it's funny because when Poison came on, we were so close to the stage.
Farms Arena.
Yeah, there was no security around the catwalk, and when Motley Crue. And then, so Def Leppard comes on after. When we went to, Def Leppard didn't close, Motley did. So Def Leppard comes on, and literally 15 security guards come around the stage and push people out. There was no, like, the cool thing was, and I don't know if Poison said this, like, get away. Bret slapped everyone's hand. He was letting people play his guitar. After he would put the guitar out and said, slap it, hit it. I've never seen a band try to connect with the audience like Bret did on the show. And I know some people, I mean, Phil from Everything Spicy was there. I think Darren Bagley Heath, you were there. Anybody else who went, they set the stage. I mean, Poison it. It was like it's a party. It's 1988 again. Let's rock. And I'm telling you, if you close your eyes,
talk frontmen.
It was 1980 again. Yeah.
And we get sometimes there's always heat around Baltimore because
look at CeCe. Look at this.
Bret apparently stole. Steve Whiteman from Kix's, routine,
right.
But whatever he did, it worked because Bret's one of the best frontmen in rock and roll. He's personable. Yeah. He knows how to play up to a crowd. He has people, he still is in good shape and can run around and move. He I mean, he's the epitome of a good frontman. He really is.
He was amazing. And then CC, everybody was on the CC was just, I mean, yeah, no, monkeypox.
They saw Todd and said no need for security.
Well, maybe. But look at CC. I mean, you remember CC? He had that bleached blonde hair that was like stuck. I was like, he looks like Jesse James Dupree, Andy. I mean, he looks like a Southern rock. He could be like Leonard Skinner, for Christ's sake. CC to me is one of the most underrated guitarists out there. The dude is an absolute iconic guitar player. And when he played Eruption, we'll show it a little bit later.
Oh, he was really good. Sugar Cave made a good point. He said, what I've seen of the Poison shows that Brett's been trying hard at being better than the crew. CC was just dynamite, though, the driving force of the band. I totally can't disagree with that. CC was on fire. Look, Bobby Dahl he looks like an accountant who came out.
There he is. Speaking of which,
it's like, I can do your taxes or I can listen to a Kid Rock album. And that's kind of what that's what he did. And Ricky Rocky was back doing a drummer thing. You know, they're except for Tommy Lee, rarely are they a focal point. Well, actually, I guess Rick Allen too, because you got a one-arm drummer and Tommy Lee. So Rick Allen was just kind of, or Ricky Rocky was just kind of back there. But CC and Brett made the night. They were really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, there is again, and like there he is doing Eruption. So he came out and did like a solo, and then they put the Van Halen behind. If you can see him right there, there's the Van Halen
that
symbol.
Was really, really,
and he
cool.
just absolutely, and we have it on video. I'm like, I knew it was coming because he did it. On the
Are
first,
you talking about Todd or CC DeVille, Joe?
No, Joe would let me roast kids. Come on, let's be honest here. Come on. Anyway, there he is doing Eruption from that classic.
If you saw them either on the tour or before, if you've seen them, let us know because God, they were really, really, really.
So
good.
there's kind of like here's the thing. People like the other thing is there was no security for this, and we're like, this is kind of sucky because if you look in front of us, we're in the second row. There's like hundreds. There's a ton of people in front of us. We're in the second row. We're like, what's going on here? Like, no security was like pushing people away. We're like, this kind of sucks. So this is going to happen for. And it's funny because as soon as Def Leppard comes out, they pushed everybody out. So I don't know what happened if they just didn't care about Poison. But
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if the band even said like that's not happening for us, and because I can't see. Joe wasn't about to be out there slapping five with everybody like Brett was, and everybody. They kind of keep back and have their routine. But yeah, Brett sounded good. He sounded really good.
So I will say this. Again, when you talk of the three bands, we didn't see Joan Jett. But Poison, I think, had the best energy. They got the party going and had a really good set list. I mean, it was short though. I mean, they played every hit. Every song they played was a hit.
Their classless
10 songs.
Act is the first one who technically goes on. I mean, there's probably nobody there, or they're buying a beer.
Darren, did you see Classic Act? Yeah.
Joan Jett has a very small crowd because people are still filtering in, but it's starting to get bigger. The place is kind of packed by the time Poison gets on there, and they have nothing to lose. You kind of go for broke because they're not the main attraction.
I'm telling you, listen, Andy both saw each other, and we said, holy crap, we like Poison. That was amazing. Like that was a high bar to set. And Darren, yes, Leopard came on second for us. Motley closed in DC. So we waited a while, and then Def Leppard comes out, and so they opened to two.
Right, so we'll stop it there.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do our second one. But yeah, so they were fantastic. I think Crew won the night for me for energy. They were just
Crew.
I mean, Poison. I'm sorry.
Poison.
They were
correct.
I mean, Brett was fantastic, and see, both of them made it. I mean, they were.
If Poison played a full set, I think you could argue they were. Well, we'll talk about that at the end. But they only played 10 songs, so it's hard to compare them to full sets of Motley and Def Leppard.
No, they're not the same band.
Yeah,
I think you're also talking about a body of work that isn't, in my opinion, is just not as good as Motley and Def Leppard. But they played. This is where their Kicks moment shined. They just brought it. They brought their A game and they hung in there. And it's almost like go for broke. What we had to lose was good.
So Lep comes on, and Andy, let's get to our next. So this is where this second of two giveaways. The first giveaway will be the Sherbrooke. Well, actually, whoever wins first.
What are you sipping on next, Todd?
So I'm going next, Andy. I found down here again. We're talking about bottles we've got.
Giveaways.
Yeah. So I was super stoked when I went into a liquor store in Fenwick, just looking around to see what was there, and listen. I love our hometown, but this bottle was sitting on there. This is the 4-year Bottle and Bond from Sagamore. It's their own juice. It's the first bottle that got put out of their own distillate. This is it. This is, and this came out last October. Why it's still on the shelf in Fenwick. I have no idea, but I grabbed it as quickly as possible.
Those First State peeps don't know what's right there.
So
Who really knows?
This is an amazing. So I can't wait. The 5 years coming out in a couple months. So
there's Chris saying heck yeah. So there's Christopher's need. That's the,
is that
yep,
Chris?
that's,
there
that's
he is.
good.
There he is. I mean, this is just sitting
Rock
there.
on.
It's taking everything from me not to drink this whole bottle because I love it too much. So you're going to get 2 ounces of this. This is something. This is their first bottle of their own distillate. This is it, man, and it's absolutely glorious. It's absolutely good. I mean, the juice in it. If you like rye whiskey, if you don't, then I don't know why you don't. But you're going to get a 2 ounce pour of this 4-year bottle and bond from Sagamore. And the cool thing, it's the first bottle they put out of their own distillate. So Andy, that's what I'm sipping on for the next couple of minutes. What do you got?
Oh man, I have been listening to these guys for a hot second lately because I just forgot how just dynamite those first 4 albums were. But a little Rye the Lightning. This is the new Rye release from Blackened from Metallica. I love the name. I absolutely love.
Oh, you're cracking it. This is a bottle. I already opened mine.
All these are bottle cracks for me tonight. I have not.
Nice. So let's hear it. Hold on. Let's hear. Hard.
Not bad.
That was like a Calgary.
That was a Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. Joe, that was the last bottle on the shelf, brother. So I grabbed it, of course.
All right. So double cask finished. This is Kentucky Straight Rye whiskey.
Wait, double cask finished. What is it finished
in both Madeira cask and rum cask. So I'm expecting some good sweetness to bounce off that rye.
That sounds absolutely fantastic. Who in the chat has had the? I know there's some. I think whiskey tubers out there that's had it. Saucy, is it amazing? You've had it? Is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about the Sagamore? Who's had the Rye the Lightning?
Yep. And Amy's got the giveaways, and not just Todd there, Amy. Everything we're both drinking. You're gonna get a bunch of samples tonight.
Yes. So the six ounce pour of the Maryland Heritage Series sure would, and then 2 ounce pours of everything else we're drinking is the other giveaway, plus the Nicky Six pick for both winners, and the Miami IPA. Andy, so hold on. So it's a rye whiskey. It's blackened. Mm-hmm. I think the regular blackened's okay. The Willet Blackened was one of our favorite whiskeys of last year.
That's great.
What is this?
This is tasty. It is sweet.
It's sweet. I like,
but it's got definitely got some rye spice at the end there. Because I think these are kind of like a port, and I think rum is another good one. The sweeter barrels, they play nice with the rye to finish them in. Mm-hmm. It's a short finish, 90 proof. Mm-hmm. But very approachable, very drinkable. This is a great sipper, and so if you're going to be listening to,
so can you taste the? Can you taste the? Was it the Madeira and rum casks? I mean, you say it's sweet.
I mean, I can't pull out specific notes.
You
of
just
Madeira,
taste the sweet.
Wine versus rum, but
there's
sweetness that's imparted there that I think does a nice job of balancing.
The thing I love about this Sagamore 4-year of their own juice is that it's got that sweet and spicy rye. So it's sweet up front. You've got that sort of toffee molasses, syrupy, just sweetness up front, finished with the rye spice. And it just goes on for days at 100 proof. I still can't wait. I promise you in 2 years when Sagamore has like a 7-year of their own distillate, we're going to do a pick of it because I would love to taste their own distillate that's not proof down. However, I think they must know what they're doing because it's Sagamore, and that 100 proof probably was a great sweet spot for them. But
so this is a teaser for some things that we're going to be shooting and putting out soon. But we are going to be doing a Sagamore video pretty soon that we're going to be releasing. We're also going to be doing a review of the kind of an official review of the Black and Rye the Lightning. We're going to be talking about also our favorite Metallica songs. So just a little note what your favorite Metallica songs are. If you want to throw them in the chat, let us know. We'll see if it made our list.
This is so
cool, but
so good. Oh, love it. Anyway, real quick on if you guys want to vote, if you went, and I know we had 42 votes. I don't think we've had 42 people who've actually gone to the stadium tour, but we do ask which band did you like most on the stadium tour. Joan Jett's got 12% of those 42 votes.
Yeah.
Andy, Motley Crue at 24%. Actually, hold on. Somebody just voted 23%. Poison at 28% and Def Leppard at 37%. So, probably maybe agree with that order, but we'll talk about that. Let's get back to the slideshow. We will have some video to show you in a second.
Yep.
So Def Leppard comes on. Go ahead.
Well, so now I would say I'm going to go with so Square Table Jam. So I'm with you on this. I think Def Leppard was the superior band of the night. I think the problem that Def Leppard runs into is that
nice Square
they've
Table.
been out on tour without take away COVID. They've been out on tour forever. These guys are a touring machine. They've been together forever. The same lineup for a long time. It's Stanley St. Anger, the best Metallica album. But they're consistent. They're good. Joe sounded dynamite. I don't know what your thoughts were on this top, but I thought Joe sounded. Really,
the whole
really
band.
good.
So I said
they're tight.
Yeah. So if you go ahead.
No, they're a band that's just flawlessly just kind of they are who they are.
Look how happy Andy is. Look at him.
Good looking chap.
They come on. I said, I got a picture of you with the band behind you. He was so you were. I mean, we both were. I mean, the fact that we were that close to Def Leppard playing in a 45,000 seat stadium. We look behind us and there's like thousands of people. It's almost like what it would be like on the stage.
Well, I'll tell you what I liked. What I also liked is they played 4 songs for the new album. Some people would be like, that sucks. I'm like, hey, look, for someone who's seen them about 30 times, I want to hear as many new songs as I can. When we get new members and I play Let's Go from the self-titled album 7 years ago.
Take what you
want.
want.
That was their opener on that tour.
It's perfect.
And it won't come back. So Take What You Want, which is probably the best song they've penned in 20 years, probably since Paper Sun.
And opening up with that was just killer.
They played Fired Up right after that.
Love that too.
A couple of tunes later, they're playing Kick, which is probably the most important song they've written in 20 years. And then they played this guitar on the acoustic set with Have You Ever Needed So and So Bad, and
which I don't really like on the album, but I loved it live.
It's great live. It's fantastic.
It sounded fantastic. So there's Andy. There's Phil. Look at him. Look at him. He's all pumped up. Look at that, Phil. Just
Jared, I would disagree. I think the crew relies too much on a show because they had to. They just don't sound as solid. They're not as tight. The bass is too high. The drum. We'll get into that. I think.
All right. Yeah.
They were compensating for Vince. But to each their own on that opinion. But I just think overall, I think Def Leppard was in a different league than the rest of the bands.
Hold on. Let me stop you there.
Yeah.
I don't think they were in a different league. So I think they're different bands. And I think all 3 of these bands, Poison, Def Leppard, and Motley Crue, brought different things to and this is why I love this tour. And we talked about Poison already and how they set the stage, high energy, interaction with the fans, which is amazing. Def Leppard to me sounded the best. So if you close your eyes and think of the CD and you listen to them live, 100% sounded the best. They played new songs. I love that. I think other people did not because they don't know for whatever reason. I
don't think that's the case. I don't think it was the set list, so to speak. People can complain about 1 or 2 songs, but I don't think that was a problem.
Well, I'm just saying, not for you, it wasn't a problem. But I think
I don't.
If you're not a huge Def Leppard fan and they play 4 songs you've never heard of before, it takes it down. When we get to Motley Crue, and I'll say that in a second, but the thing about Motley Crue is they had a best of set list. Every song they played, minus maybe Dirt, but even that people now kind of know of. It was a great set list and an amazing stage show. So it was something for everything.
Let me be honest with you, and you can disagree with me if you want. Joan Jett's an outlier. Okay, she's just if you like classic rock, you know Joan Jett. She's just kind of like an OG of rock and roll.
Yeah,
but she's a bit of an outlier in this group. Okay. Poison and Motley Crue, despite the fact that they're both probably the 2 biggest glam bands of the 80s, Motley Crue fans wanted to beat up Poison fans. They are not exactly. They're not. No,
I don't
now
think so. I don't
everyone
think so.
gets together now because they're in their 60s. Back when these guys were young and in the 80s,
I don't think so.
There's no way you would see a Poison Motley Crue show.
I don't think so. I don't know because we were too young for that time frame.
They were. I almost would bet that Def Leppard and Crue couldn't tour together because
Andy,
they were.
When we went to the concert, did you feel? I mean, I will agree with you on this. Crue fans were different than Def Leppard fans.
Crue fans were different from all the fans. Poison fans and Def Leppard fans were much different. There's a larger female audience for Poison and Def Leppard. They appeal to the masses a bit more. B, there's an older fan who kind of liked the old new wave of British heavy metal stuff, and Def Leppard that were there too. The Crue fans looked like Crue fans. They acted like Crue fans. They talked like Crue fans.
And the girls had we saw how many girls we seen goth makeup with Motley Crue. It was everywhere.
Crue brought a very different type of audience that I can't see them liking Joan Jett, Poison, or Def Leppard. They kind of did for that show, but I could see if Def Leppard were to go on last, I can see Crue fans potentially even
I don't think so.
Calling out.
So hold on.
See it the other way around.
So I think Darren said he was at the show where Crue, and maybe even Phil from Everything Spicy, where Crue closed the show. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. Did you see it the other way? We saw Crue closing the show, so we didn't see that. Did you see Crue come on first before Def Leppard? And did Crue fans leave for Def Leppard?
Yeah, Crue said some people left after Crue because Def Leppard closed that night. Yeah, and I that doesn't surprise. But then again, I think it could be vice versa. I think Vince and the whole. I think the stage show is needed for Crue to hang, kind of like Kiss a little bit. I think the theatrics keep you around a little bit more to see what they're going to do next. We'll talk about Crue when they come out. When we come out,
people left in mass. That's great. Really, that to me, that's nuts. And maybe you're right. Then maybe that is true. I see. I love both bands almost equally. And I was a kid in a candy store. I don't know how you can't if you love Motley Crue, how do you not love Def Leppard? I don't get that. Or even I don't understand that rationale at all.
Because
I don't. But maybe obviously there was people like that.
It's a very different aura. The whole thing is just very different. And even
still rock
even
and
the way
roll,
they look.
Andy.
All right, let me tell you this. I'll say this right now. My little girl is 9. She wanted to go see Def Leppard.
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
If it was Joan Jett, Poison, and Def Leppard, I'd take her. As soon as Crue was on the bill, it's like, hell no, you're not going to this. There's a different even if you think about the stage show and what we saw on the stage show. Def Leppard's not going to come out. They don't need those extra props that Crue brings to kind of. So
I kind of like those extra props, though, Andy.
I'm sure you did, Panama.
Oh, you did too. Shut up.
My eyes. Well, but you know what? It was a great distraction from Happy Meal. So it was kind of because he's nowhere near as good as Elliot is. So there is.
I'm not arguing that.
I think it's a big difference to me.
Look how happy we are, Andy. That was such a good night.
But look, I like the whole damn thing. It was good. But yeah, that close was awesome.
So then I said this when we reviewed the here's a plug for a video if you haven't seen it. We reviewed the Def Leppard gin, which is a fun video because we mixed cocktails and we're terrible at that, but it's gin. We don't know anything about gin. We don't drink gin, but we mixed it to make a what is a gin and tonic and a Tom Collins or a Phil Collins, whatever we called it. But anyway,
a rocket tonic and a Phil Collins.
We said in that video, Andy, what was your favorite part about the stadium tour? And you said you loved seeing. What was your favorite about Def Leppard? What was your favorite song?
Mine was the new stuff, especially Take What You Want. But yours was the acoustic.
I love this. So this is the cool thing. The stage goes dark. They pull up from the underneath the stage. A drum kit comes up, right? So they all come out with their acoustics and just play in front of us 3 songs, which was amazing. They played this guitar. Have you ever needed someone so bad? And what was the other one?
2 Steps Behind.
2 Steps Behind. Acoustically, I love that. That was literally, it was like them being in our living room. They played this in front of us, and I just absolutely loved it. It was fantastic. I love seeing them all like literally 10 feet in front of us. I loved it. Now people said, "Oh, I didn't like the whole acoustic medley. It slows it down." Come on, it's.
But see, again, this is the difference between Crue fans, Lep fans. It's a little bit different. Even Poison fans with Every Rose Has a Thorn. So Crue's not a balladeer band. They're weird because they're not heavy enough to be a heavy metal band.
Right.
They're not wimpy enough to be a poisonish glam band, and they're not, quite frankly, good enough to be, in my opinion, to be like a Whitesnake, Def Leppard, Scorpions type band. They're like a better version to me, some ways, of Kiss. Is how I would see them. So
again, you can't wipe those smiles off our face.
No, Joe goes. This is a true story too. At Meriwether, 2 of the girls were.
Yeah, we were at that. I was at that show. I was,
and they were. There was.
That's when Tommy wasn't the drummer.
They have also been banned from Meriwether ever since. Yeah.
Look at that picture, dude. How cool is that? That's just such a good show. And then this was, I love this. I want this signed by both of them, Andy. We took this picture literally Vivian, and this is
they
during
were
Switch 625. Loved it, and they just wailed in front of us. Oh my god, it's such a cool picture. I think. I mean, taken from my freaking cell phone. It's great. This is during Hysteria.
Sav's your favorite. He's your
Sav's my favorite. And he looked at me when I took this. I was like, yes, Sav's looked at me. That's so cool.
He was looking right at you. He pointed right at you. And he said, Todd, 21090 Todd.
Did not say that.
It was amazing.
I loved it. Everything of it. I love Savage. And there's us rocking. See, that's our look at we were in center field at Nationals Park. Like it was surreal. It was so cool. Absolutely everything about it I loved. All right, and then I think so here's the thing. What just happened?
Oh, thank you, Oreo. Thank you, Oreo, very much.
So we were during the set list, there was the threat of rain all night. Mm-hmm. Luckily, it held off until about I don't know what song it was. It started raining during Def Leppard, and then it started really raining during Sugar.
Pour some sugar. Yeah,
we actually heard it.
The sky's open.
Right, the sky's open, and we heard it. Now there wasn't any lightning yet, but it started pouring down, raining, and this is during Sugar, I think. Yeah, which you can't. I don't know if you can see in this picture, but it's raining here, and we heard after Sugar was done. We heard the over-air monitor from the monitor, I guess. We heard that goes in their ears saying something of it was weird. I heard something. I was like, did you hear that? And then Joe 2 seconds later said, "Guys, we're super sorry, but they're telling us there is a severe storm that's about to hit. We need to get off stage, and you all need to get to safety. We're sorry." And that's how it ended. That was it. So we missed Photograph and Rock.
He said the DC police have told us we've got to get off stage. So it was like an order, like get out. So, and yeah, it did just start to go crazy. Like it just the sky's open. It looks like it looks like a Star Wars picture. Like Joe's like getting ready to turn the lightsaber on time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, okay. So that
all right. So hold back because there's that big cheese face. It was but it was a shame we missed 2 songs. So Photograph is the last
favorite song by Def Leppard.
Right before
That's my favorite Def Leppard song is Photograph, and they didn't play it. God
so
dang.
We missed them both, which really stinks. And we got caught in this downpour. And they think they were going to get the 15,000 people that were underneath, and then the 30,000 up. They were all going to push us into the concourse area.
No,
it was the biggest safety hazard cluster. Dude, it was.
We couldn't get out of this. So yeah, we were in the middle of the field, and they're like, go to the exits, and like so 15,000 people from the floor try to get up, and then people on the lower levels trying to get up. We got soaked. I did bring ponchos, Andy. Aren't you glad I brought ponchos? They didn't do much.
I bought ponchos. He goes, we might need these. Like, I'm not wearing any ponchos. I was so grateful for the ponchos.
Thank God we had the ponchos. Like, we got soaked. God. Here's the problem. There's an 1.5-hour delay now. So it ends a few songs early. Motley Crue was supposed to go on at 9:30. They didn't go on. No, wait. Is that 9 o'clock? They were supposed to go on at 9 o'clock, weren't they? No, 9:30, right? How's that go? How's it?
It was 9 o'clock.
They were supposed to go on 9 o'clock.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
And
so Def Leppard went on. So Poison went from 6 to 7. Def Leppard went 7:30 to 9.
So
9:30 to 9:30
to 11. Yeah.
They didn't go on until 10:30. So it was basically an hour delay, but really an 1.5 hour delay because they cut that short. Yeah. Now, it was pouring.
In between, we were stuck in, so we hadn't eaten all day. We did grab a bite to eat.
Finally went to
We watched Austin Hayes hit for the cycle for the Birds.
That's true.
Before their big 10-game win streak.
True story.
But all right, we still have 1 more whiskey or 2 more whiskeys to give away. So Todd, before we get to the crew, what are you sipping on?
All right.
Oh, cleanse the palate. There he goes. Coke Zero.
So again, up in Fenwick, because I do all my shopping in Fenwick because there's no sales tax. Chris Sneed, if you're still there, I hope you're there. I couldn't believe I found it. Sitting on another shelf in another store was the Sagamore. I mean, they're Distiller Select. It's their Manhattan finish. Can you see it, Andy?
I can see it, buddy.
So I was super stoked because I never had this, and I heard how good it was. Now listen, I don't even know what a Manhattan is. I've never tried a Manhattan. Have you ever had a Manhattan, Andy?
Yes, I've had a Manhattan.
See, I don't know, but I heard such good things about this bottle, and it came out like 1.5 years ago. Why it's still in this? Yeah, now I'm gone. No, I'm gone. Yeah, right. So I found this in another store in Fenwick just sitting there. I'm like, I got to get this because I heard how good it was. And my God, I get big time cherry and orange on this. In fact, if you drank this, I don't think you think it actually is. Now, this might be a bad thing for some people. I actually love it. You put this on ice, and it's like a mixed drink. This is whiskey, though. It's just finished in 3 different barrels. It's straight rye whiskey finished in vermouth, bitters, and cherry brandy barrels, coming in at 104 proof, 103 proof. I mean, it is Chris Sneed, who actually works for Sagamore. Chris, have you had this? Because I love this. I just got this the other day, Andy. I've drank a little bit of it. I'm going to drink a little bit more. You guys are going to get 2 ounces of it. Andy, I can't wait to share this with you because it's super good.
I'm excited about that. When you were explaining that to me, it sounded fantastic.
There it is. There's Chris. That was actually aged in 3 different barrels. Orange. Yeah, exactly. So super.
So
delicious.
that's coming. So from Todd's giveaways, you're going to be getting 2, not 1, 2 Sagamore picks tonight. You're going to be getting the Manhattan finish, and you're going to be getting the bottle and bond. Everyone loves it except for our production team. Chris said that's interesting.
Everyone loves it except for our production team. Who's your production team? They need to be fired.
Todd's going to talk to them. If Brian's watching, Todd's going to do it.
This
strongly
is
worded letter.
Now listen, I can see why you wouldn't love this because it's very sweet. I mean, it is. You could put this over. Look how dark this is.
What's up, Mikey Bourbon?
It is super good. I mean, I love it. It's 104 proof. It's a perfect summertime whiskey. If you talk about summertime whiskeys, this is it. It's good. So what do you got for your last one? Again, second giveaway. You're getting all these things we're drinking besides the Sherwood.
You
so,
are.
Andy,
Now,
what do you
know I'm a big fan. Not MGP, but still Indiana. I love our friends at Starlight. I think they're fantastic. I was up at Barrel Nation. I'm sorry, in Hagerstown, and they have a club called the Barrel Nation. So I got this is their rye whiskey finished in sherry barrels, coming in 106.2 proof, and it is called All Rye. There's Matthew McConaughey right there on the bottle.
Oh, that's funny.
All Rye,
that's
All
great.
Rye. Yeah, it's a cool bottle. I got this, and I also got a VDN finish from Barrel Nation. So. That store, by the way, out in Hagerstown, I'm going to do something.
I know.
They're just silly cool. The amount of stuff
awesome.
they have. Yeah. So let's pop this puppy. I'm going to put it on the Matthew side because that's kind of cool.
All right.
Get
it.
I'm trying to pull this
close to the mic,
off.
Andy.
I'm trying,
Todd. Gotta get to Canada.
It's stuck.
That's what she said. Joe, come on. You love Sagamore.
I'm going to go back to you. Hold on.
Hey, first of all, Joe, you're as Baltimore as I am. You love Sagamore as much as I. Listen, but I'm unabashed. Sagamore's great. There's nothing Sagamore does that is bad. I've never had anything bad from Sagamore. In fact, me and Andy are thinking about we're doing our top 5 or 7 or even 10 Sagamore whiskeys. It's hard because we have so many that we love.
Stuck.
I'm telling you, I wish their distribution was better, and I'm sure it's expanding. Chris Sneed is out there selling it, so I can't wait to try. Chris, I got to get with you, man. I need to get some of those cocktails that came out because I want to try some of those cocktails that are the rye whiskey cocktails. Perfect for the beach, by the way, as well. And they're in our backyard. I am an unabashed Marylander, so of course I'm going to support Sagamore. They're doing super great stuff. Andy, I hear, is struggling with this bottle. What's wrong with you, Andy? What's going on?
This is not working.
What are you doing?
I did something wrong.
So, let's put it on Andy. Let's get it on Andy. Let's do it.
Do you with the camera on me?
Yes, I did. Yes. What are you doing?
Take it off.
No, I think
we'll get a sample of this. I will.
It's great.
Damn it!
Great.
It's stuck.
What is stuck?
The little
I get it, Chris.
Here.
I get it.
God,
I get it.
Damn it!
The what little thingamajigger?
I hate the wax tops on these things. And then
it's the wax tops.
But then there's the
all right,
it's still covered afterwards.
Here, this will make it better, Andy. This will make it feel better. There's Joe.
There's Joe. With you?
No, Joe Elliott. Come on, he's going to give you the force.
He's giving me the finger. I can't get this off.
Are you serious?
I'm trying. Hold on.
Well, if Andy ever gets it open, you will get a sample of this.
No, my wife's going to re-vacuum. She just did it down here.
You were spin things all over the place.
Stupid. Oh, I see.
Yes, I know you're here, Chris.
This is like those kid toys that you can't get out. Like, you buy like the pet dinosaur stuff. And
you know what, Stanley? Email me, and I will be happy to send you a sample of some of my favorite Sagamore whiskeys, and I've got quite a few. So just email me, and then maybe you can return the favor with something you love. So I'm all for whiskey trading, like beer trading. So just email me, buddy. I'll totally do it.
Just email Todd.
And he just look at that. I want those samples. I didn't even see that, and I agreed to it. See that? Look at that. Look how good I am. Maybe you'll win too, buddy. Yeah, I'm all down. But there's Kathy. Why haven't you come up here? So Kathy's had the Sagamore cocktails. Did you try the orange? Because I love orange crushes. Have you tried the orange crush, Kathy? And you got it. Got it.
Got it.
Lug nut fixed
here,
it.
People. Okay, ready?
What movie is that from? What movie is that from?
That's from your movie.
No,
yeah, who can pick that out? If the nachos are all stuck together, it's just one chip. All right, ready? Let's see.
All right, come on. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada.
Yeah, that was Winnipeg.
That was Winnipeg, Canada. Put a finger in your ear. That's so funny.
Ooh, that's dark.
Oh, look at that. Okay. Nashville. Chris Sneed is the man. We'll get together. Yeah, we'll definitely hook you up. He's got his own channel too, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, all right,
good time. I just want to show you something real quick, Todd.
Oh God.
This is the Rye of the Lightning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nice Sagamore whiskey.
The sherry finish.
Nice Sagamore flight you have there, Andy.
Look at that.
My God! Look how different.
Look at the difference. So this is the Starlight. Look how dark that is versus the Rye Lightning. Yeah,
sherry finished. Look at that.
Both of them are. Yeah,
give me let me see this sherry finish. The Starlight. So here's the thing, Andy and Chris. I know you work for Sagamore, and we love Sagamore. Andy and I were talking the other day about distilleries that are the best at finishing whiskeys. I think our two favorite. I mean, Starlight obviously, but Sagamore's right behind it in terms of finishing whiskeys and what they put out. I just wish more people could try Sagamore. I think Starlight. A lot of people have
Tony.
I mean, Sagamore. I mean, Starlight does no.
Dude, that's bloody good.
This is the sherry cask. Yeah, it's good.
That's fantastic.
God dang it!
That's why they make you work to open it up, because you need some sort of reward when you're done.
There it is.
That is just.
Is that a fat Tony?
It's I want to put an F in front of how good this is.
Gosh darn it! That's effing good.
Sugar honey iced tea, brother.
As Tyler from Hysteria Brewing would say, F yeah. Right? Is that F yeah?
Mm-hmm.
F yeah. So is that the bourbon? Is that the
all right? That's a pretty good label. Bloody good.
Andy, hold on. Is it it's a bourbon, right?
Todd, it's called All Rye.
Oh, rye. I'm sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Sorry. No, Fourgate. So I agree. Fourgate's awesome. Listen. That's right. Fourgate also costs $200 a bottle.
I might be the minority. Fourgate is not my favorite. I am.
Well, hold on. You are in the minority. Fourgate is great. Don't listen to this blasphemy. In fact, take him off. That's ridiculous. We're going to forget he even said that.
God forbid I have an opinion that varies with
Fourgate is expensive but amazing. They're Andy, get out of here. What don't you like? Well, we can go down it. We haven't even done.
I don't think they're as good as Sagamore or Starlight. You can
finishing whiskey. I agree with you on that. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think you're right. Okay. I think you're right about that. I agree with you.
If I'm going to spend that kind of money, do I want Fourgate or Old Carter? I'm going Old Carter. I can tell you a couple other.
I would go Old Carter too.
I'd go Nulu over Fourgate. As far as offerings that I've had that I like more.
Andy's views do not reflect the opinions of 21090.
They
at a whole.
Certainly do.
I'm just saying.
And usually they are the correct views. So.
Can we get back to the stadium tour?
I could do 1, 2 right now. Anyone else in the mood for a milkshake?
Because my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. They're like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours.
That is better than yours, Andy. All right, can I get back to, because I do want to show some video clips. Oh shoot, you know what? Hold on. We lost. What happened there? How did we lose? Well, it's not there anymore. Well, I don't have.
It's right there. It's right. I see it. It's right here. It hasn't gone anywhere.
There it is. No, sorry.
You find it?
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't have it. What are you doing?
We're getting ready for Tommy Lee. Oh, I caught it. Oh,
there it is. All right, there we go. All right, Andy, you ready to go back to?
Are you ready? Yes, go ahead there, Beavis.
All right, so an hour and a half rain delay. It's still pouring down raining, and Motley Crue comes out. Now, we saw Motley Crue when Tommy Lee still had the rib issues, so he played the first 4 songs, and then Home Sweet Home, and that's it. That's all we saw with him. The drummer for Ozzy, I don't remember his name. Do you remember his name? He was very good, but it's not Tommy Lee.
It was Tommy.
Bob Sacramento.
I'm sorry. His name was.
I don't know. But there's Vince.
Yes, Tommy somebody too. Yeah.
There's Tommy. Not the live wire. Listen, I thought. No, listen. All right, so I'm a huge Motley Crue fan, bigger than Andy. I love Motley Crue. They're in my top 5. I absolutely love Motley Crue. Everything about Motley Crue. I love the fact. The last time I don't think I've actually saw Motley Crue with the entire band, because when I saw them, it was the same one that Joe saw at Merriweather, and Tommy Lee was not the drummer. It was the girl drummer. So from Hole, I think. So I never saw Motley Crue with the entire band together. So I was super psyched for this. And Andy, I know you probably even thought, I think that when we were waiting an hour and a half rain delay, I'm most positive the thought of leaving went through your mind. I think it did.
Went through my mind, especially afterwards. We'll talk about that. Why? Later.
Well, we'll talk about that. But you have to admit,
no. Here's the thing.
Aren't you glad you stayed for it, though? Aren't you glad you stayed for it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, look, we were both going to say if it was another 10 minutes or so, we were done because it was.
Yeah, because it was getting close to like, what the hell's going on here?
Now, I will say this. All right.
Here, look at Nikki. Nikki is
it exceeded my expectations. Vince. I'm a Vince Neil fan as much as I give Vince a hard time. Vince is not taking care of himself.
Thank
and I'm
you,
not just
Sean.
talking about
Thank
the
you,
fact
Sean.
that
Whiskey Wars
that he is. Do you think Tyler's cooler than you think?
Well, because I love Motley Crue. I mean, Motley Crue is awesome. They're freaking awesome.
They are awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
They're awesome in the studio now.
No, Andy, this show was fun.
Let me say this. You could have put any scab singer up there.
No, you couldn't have. No, you couldn't.
And
you couldn't have. You could not.
Todd, you could barely hear Vince, and that was intentional at every show because Vince's vocals are poor. The bottom line is they're poor, and so they had Nicky's bass and Tommy's drums really, really loud.
So they
to
had
the
issues.
Point where I think it overshadowed Mick Mars. I thought they had issues too. They didn't. Every single comment section from other concerts says the same thing. The bass and the drums were intentionally loud to drown out Vince. And so, and it makes sense. I mean, they just, because he can't sing.
Thank you, sure, Kitty. Yes, Samantha Maloney. That's right. There you go. That's who it was, who we saw. Listen, here's my point on this. They came out. We talked about. Here's my synopsis on the whole tour. We didn't see Joan Jett, so we can't give an opinion on that. But Poison brought. We talked about Poison. We talked about Def Leppard. Motley Crue. I've said this.
Awesome.
Motley Crue has something about them. It's Motley effing Crue, and whether it's Vince Neil or Tommy Lee or Mick Mars or the Crypt Keeper, you know. They have an aura about them that none of the other bands had. I'm just saying this. I mean, there's something about Motley Crue.
I agree. I agree.
So,
it's because, but it's the difference between seeing Alice Cooper and seeing the Eagles. Okay.
No.
Alice Cooper is. I think he's got some great songs, but it's a show, and Motley Crue has fantastic catalog, but it's the show that is what keeps you there. It's the Pam and Tommy stories and the tape that got released. It's Nikki dying and coming back. It's Vince. It's the songs are good. Songs are
amazing.
Let me finish. The songs are great, but the aura is bigger of what it brings. They represented some sort of kind of F the world attitude that resonated with people.
Yeah. Vince was better than so that's not saying much. Hold on. I'm going to go back in the chat real quick. Mick Mars is looking. He looks like. I mean, he's 72 years old. So that's the first thing. He has a disability.
He's much older than the rest of the guys. Yeah, much older.
So Whiskey War says, I still say they need to sub in Lizzie Hale for vocal. No, you can't do that. It's not Motley Crue. So Sean, 100% pass on that, because as soon as you do that, I'm not going to see it because it's not Motley Crue. Now, I'm not saying Lizzie Hale is a better singer than Vince Neil. It's not Motley Crue. Sorry,
not. You're
not
right. Except here's the problem. All right, we've seen
and
Journey.
Vince isn't done because you know what? While he's not a great live singer and never has been,
he hasn't been. You always say that, but he wasn't. If you look at old videos, he wasn't terrible.
I'm not saying he was terrible, but he was better
worse.
studio, and he's always been better studio than live. Always, no matter what you saw, he's
Everyone's
always
better studio than
that's
live.
not actually not true,
except for Steve Whiteman. I mean,
no. There's some that are like, you know what? It sounds like I'm listening. No, that's not true at all. I agree with you. Listen, I'm not here to say that Vince Neil is an amazing singer live, or even a singer, right?
Vince Neil was a good singer, Todd, with an incredible
great performer,
range.
a good singer. He had I will say this: he did lose a little bit of weight. That helped. That you got to admit that helped. He did lose some weight. He's not. I'll move off of Tommy. There's Tommy. He only played a couple songs. There's us with Nikki and Vince. There's our ponchos. There's our ponchos. Right. This was, I think, the highlight of the show. One of the highlights. So when they played "Home Sweet Home," I thought Vince sung it very well. So Vince sang the slower tempo songs really well. I thought. Well, not sorry. I should say really well.
I understand your love, and I think you're getting defensive. And I want to preface this by saying, of all the bands that were there, the best show was by far Motley Crue. I thought that's what saved them. If Motley Crue, and you can say what you want, but if Motley Crue didn't have the stage show that they had, didn't have the dancing girls, the nasty habits that came out with them, that they were doing,
like
the giant
girls,
the dolls that came out during girls, and the theatrics, and Tommy's throwing beers and ribs into the audience and all kinds of stuff.
Hold on, let's talk about that. We didn't talk about that. So Tommy only played the first four songs.
Hold on one second. So if you strip all that away, all right, take all that away, and you're strictly just going on who put on the best show.
Yeah.
Def Leppard puts on the better show. The best frontman of the night by far is Bret Michaels. And the best and take the show away, number 3 would have been Crue of the 3 bands. They wouldn't have been the best band altogether.
I can't argue that, but what I'm going to say though is that they all brought different things, right? Energy, interaction with fans, great short set list. Poison, sound of the best, Def Leppard, best stage show, set list, Motley Crue. And I love that.
They don't have any new music. They didn't have anything to promote.
I'm just telling you what the tour was.
That's what a legacy band does. They just play hits.
It's okay.
So I get that. I'm not knocking it. What I'm saying it.
Look. So by the way, can you see the driving rain that's coming on right now? Like that's what they're playing in.
Oh yeah, let's put that up there.
There's the nasty habit. They were dirty, nasty. What they call
nasty habits is what they call. Yeah,
I love this picture. And look at this picture.
Yeah.
How cool is that picture? There it is. That's a great picture. Same old situation, I think, right?
Yep, because Vince plays on Same Old Situation.
Yeah, there it is. I don't think he actually plays, to tell you the truth. I really don't. I don't think he's playing anything.
Well, it's funny. So Darren said the backup singers helped cover a lot of Vince's gaps in the songs.
That's true. That is true.
That was all. The other thing I didn't like about Crue is that was all piped in background music.
Yeah.
Nikki didn't sing any background music. That was all piped in vocals, as was those backup
Nikki,
singers.
Though.
They didn't
Nikki
sing
is
anything.
Such a badass.
They actually didn't sing. That was all
just.
That was all piped in backup vocals where Def Leppard and Poison actually sang. So, and there's the pic. See, you can see there's the pic.
There it is.
Yeah.
That's after Motley Crue gets off stage. We are soaked, but we did have ponchos. So the story goes, here's the story.
Todd is trying to justify his Vince Neil chest tattoo.
Yeah, right. So I'm going to play this. So guys, real quick, if you haven't noticed, we have a video that came out that summarizes our experience there. Videos. It has over 60,000 views. 60,000 views. So I knew when we had these seats, I was like, I've got to take as much footage as I could and put together a medley of this show, because we were the 4th show. If we could get up and rank, people can be searching for it. listen, we've never done anything like this, and it's done great for us. I'm going to play a little bit of it.
Todd, hold on. Before you do that, let me say this.
No, sorry. What's that? All right. I'm going to stop. Sorry, Andy. I'm sorry. Go.
It's okay.
Try to stop it. Go ahead.
We have been doing this channel together for how many years now? 5?
5 years. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put it on me. And I'm going to tell you this. There are close to 300 videos.
More than that, probably.
400 videos, whatever. Couldn't tell you the amount of blood, sweat, and tears that I have put into editing, special effects, bringing in music, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And we get 300, 500, 1,000, 2,000, sometimes
which we love. We love that. We love it.
We're grateful. We love it. And David goes, yes, 60 congrats, guys. Todd puts this bloody thing together, the one video that this jackass decided
about
that
an
he
hour
does
and a half.
and puts up in an hour and a half because he just strings some songs together from his cell phone. And it gets 60,000 views. More than all of mine probably freaking combined. And
about 200 subscribers.
Todd gets this. And I said, well, there you go. I completely realized that I am useless in this.
No, it's a different thing, Andy.
No,
it's all about what people are searching for.
I'm kidding, but I was like, there you go, Todd.
Well, Andy, what did I say to you? I said, Andy, we have to do something with it. When we sat down,
I agreed, and he wasn't. And this is where you're smart. Todd's like, I'm not waiting on you to put your effects and do all this. He's like, it's going to be raw and ugly. Do you trust me? And do it? I was like, go for it. Knock yourself out. And it was great.
So here is what's up. This is Poison. If you want to hear it a little bit,
sin after sin.
They open up the Cat Dragged In. Oh my God! Oh, I love just how I watch this all the time because I love seeing how happy CeCe and Bobby and Brett were with the fans, and the fans just reacted so positively to these guys. Did they ever get lumped in with like Warren?
Brett sounded very good. He
sounded great. And I loved everything about this set. Guys, if you have the chance to go to this tour, because they're still going on for another 2 months, Andy? It ends in Vegas in September, I think. You have to go to it. If you love this type of music, go.
I'm going back. At some point, I told my wife.
Where are we going then?
It's either with you, it's with my wife, or it's by myself. I'm going.
Oh, well, if your wife's not going, if she'll let me, I'll go with you.
I want to go to Vegas in September.
For the final one.
Mm-hmm.
How cool
Who wants to go to Vegas with me in September? I'll look at
I'm sure some people in here would love to do it.
Let me know. It's not Whiskey in the Park. It's like Leopard in the Desert. That's right. What you can see with me. So.
Oh, hold on, and let me go to real quick. Here it is. Oh.
Yeah, this is cool. This is real cool. Joe goes, Andy, take my wife, please. I will happily take Kathy. DC looks Todd. Does he not look like Jesse James Dupree from Jackal?
Look at that.
Doesn't he?
How awesome is that?
You can't hear me, can you? Todrick?
I'm sorry, what? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can't really.
You can't hear me over the music, can you?
No, I can't. What?
No, I said, does he not look like Jesse James Dupree from Jackal?
100%. I agree with you. We said that. Here's the thing. Watch the end of this video. Watch what Brett does with his guitar. Now, again, I don't know if Brett's actually playing. Is whatever. He's not really the guitar player. He hands it out and lets people hit it. People are just hitting it. Oh, there's a beer. Let me put a beer on this probably $2,000 guitar. Hit it. Loved it. Here it is. Oh, well, we all know this song, right?
Yep. This is a winner.
We'll go for it. I can't go through 25 minutes. We'll be here till 12 o'clock.
No, but look, that was great. I mean, that was really good.
One real quick. Ready? Here we go. Ready?
Go ahead. I'll put it up real quick.
Sad song. I think I hear you there, Andy. Ooh. DC. Yes, it does. 1, 2. They were so good. So good. I love everything
They
about
put
it.
on a great show.
Oh, they ended with this song. I mean, Andy, so great. Now, I want to go into real quick Def Leppard. Look at the crowd. The crowd is so into it. I mean, honestly, Andy.
Well, the other thing I can say, Todd, is that they won the crowd over too.
They did.
They really did a great job at getting the crowd. By the time it was over, the crowd wanted more. That's how you know you've done your job as a band. They left everybody wishing they had more time with them, and I think they killed it. They were great.
Oh God, I love this. This is such a good song to open to. Now you can see there's security now here.
That's you, Todd. That's your patented. Yeah,
that's me. I'm sorry, I got excited there. So when I pull away,
Lurch decided to go in front of us there. The one tall dude, I want to kick him
right in
so
front of
hard.
Andy. He's right in front of Andy.
Like, damn you!
I love this song. If you guys haven't downloaded the new Def Leppard album, I don't know what you're waiting for.
Diamond Star, check out Too Cheap, shameless plug. With Diamond Star Halos because it was so good.
There it is. I mean,
check it out. Yeah.
Just listen to this. They sound amazing.
In my blood. Whoa!
I'll just keep going through this. I mean, look at this.
Because you already did. Oh, I love this song. I mean, anybody who was upset with the set list, the cadence, the pace, the acoustic set, they just don't know what they're doing.
Look how great they sound.
No, Joe. Not smallest drum kit ever. Biggest stage ever. That's a huge stage. Not every day. Kick. Oh, God. There he goes.
I love this song.
Did we see those pasty burnt feet again, Todd?
You did.
I gotta have it tonight.
Here's the thing I love at the end. Joe comes all the way out to us and gives us a little kick.
So won't you give me some more?
You guys, think about this. We are like lifelong fans of these bands, and we're like 10 feet away from them. It was surreal. It was absolutely surreal being this close to them. Oh God! Look at the security guard. He's like jamming out. Look at this.
He was so cool.
Look at him. He loved Love Bites for some reason. The guy loved it.
What a
we're
great.
All right, so this is. Oh, hold on. Okay, real quick. This guitar. I love.
It was
fantastic. Right in front of it, they had like an acoustic set for 10 minutes in front of
Todd, when I was in Vegas, this was so good. When I was in Vegas, they had in a setting and did a whole acoustic set. It was just fantastic.
Would love that.
Really, really cool. Yeah.
Oh, I love
footage. I have footage from that one too.
All right, so we'll keep going. Here we go. Ready? Andy, sing it, Andy.
Turn around.
I'll be. Oh yeah. It was absolutely amazing. Bring it on Hardback.
So good. So good.
That's how good they sound, guys. Def Leppard is 100% the best sounding band on this tour. Yeah. Joe has saved his vocal cord somehow.
Well, he works with a vocal coach all the time. That's another thing that Vince and John guys need to do.
Listen to this.
I mean, he's in his 60s, man.
That's amazing.
Now, keep in mind, you lose. I think Darren said this earlier. It sounds like they may be playing an octave lower. Men lose half an octave of their vocal range every year after 30, or every decade after 30.
That's true. Yeah, good point. I don't know how he does it.
I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Look at the old footage. I love seeing the old footage of these guys.
They do that with Hysteria every tour. It's the one thing from they do every tour with Hysteria. They do this old stuff. It's awesome.
By the way, Savage, he is the best Def Leppard member. I am sorry, he is. Because he still looks like a rock star, like a really, like he could be put back in 1988, and he looks exactly
Todd,
the same.
You may look like Phil Collins, but it's just your physique.
It's true.
But you would be Phil Savage in the band. I mean,
I would.
You would be
I love
Rick Savage in the band.
I love Rick Savage.
No, not because of what he looks like. I read an article about how did the band stay together.
Yeah.
Tell me who would be who in the Def Leppard world. Okay.
Okay.
So the article said that one of the band members is the guy who is very opinionated, wants to do things his way, the driving force. And
look
so
look right at me.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Look at it. So that's
There it
Joe.
Yeah.
And then he gets in fights with other band members like Phil and Sav.
Yep.
One guy is the peacemaker who just wants everyone to get along.
That's
and
me.
Be happy, and that's Sav. Yeah. So,
Me.
so I think you would be Sav. I would be somebody else.
Oh, I love that. I love it. Look at that picture. There's Vivian. Vivian, by the way, so it starts pouring down raining at this point. Look, you can see the rain a little bit. It starts pouring. You can see it now. Come on, guys. Sound amazing still. The only thing I wish Phil Collins came out more to us. Like, he didn't come out much to us.
Phil was actually subdued the way he normally is.
He was really subdued.
Yeah, he really
Vivian was more into like Vivian came out.
Vivian was much more animated, which is usually the opposite.
Where was Switch 625? Did I miss that?
You missed it.
I want to put it right real quick. Oh, there they are. This was so cool because I love guitar players, and having them play Switch 625 like right in front of me, like that's amazing right there. Look at that. That is such amazing footage. All right. Now, Andy, are you ready for the crew?
Well, I mean, you did end with Sugar, though.
Take a bottle, shake it up. I'm not doing that all. I'm not. You're gonna put that in. I'm stopping before you do that.
All right, it's crew time for God.
All right, really.
Some sugar.
All right, amazing, absolutely amazing. And now I know some people were saying, "Oh, Def Leppard was great." I don't know what you're saying, Darren. Here comes Crew. It's a completely different animal. Listen to this shit. It's pouring down raining. The crowd's kind of going nuts. I think Andy, the crowd was a bit of a Motley Crue crowd. Would you agree? Like, I don't know why there was more Motley Crue fans.
I don't think it was more Motley Crue fans. I think they were vocal. They're more vocal. I think that's just the way.
There was less people probably there because it poured for 2 hours.
Yeah, and it's very Crue is very dude centric. Like there's just the dudes are there to see Motley Crue. I love Motley Crue, but they're good. There's a reason why.
Yeah,
but see, you can barely hear
when I
Vince.
pan back. Yeah, so when I zoom in on my camera, it's much better at muting the bass for some reason. But when I go back to the regular view, you can hear how much the bass is way too high. The bass drum and bass guitar are way too high.
I think that's the opposite. I think Crue would have been a bigger band if they had more crossover success.
Maybe.
I think the crossover success is what made Def Leppard bigger.
What's going on, Hanging
Because
AZ?
they appealed to multiple. Crue was the rock metal group. That's who they appealed to.
And shout out the devil. I don't think he sounds terrible. I mean, he's not great. All right, it's not perfect.
he sounds
not perfect.
He's squeaking. I mean,
he doesn't do great on the fast-paced songs. All right, we'll move on. Oh, this sounds good. Now the bass is still too high. I don't know why they did that. Because he sounds fine here.
You do know why they did that.
Well, no, because he can sing the slower play songs. He's fine right here. He's doing it all alone. I had to write the song. Anyway, his voice, his vocals were down low too. Remember, we noticed that. We're like, why is his vocal so low? Maybe they did on purpose. You're right.
No, they did.
Their mix was terrible. Their mix was not good.
No. Vince was complaining the whole show to the sound guy, like, turn me up, man. And the sound guy was
who was great?
No,
Nick
Vince,
Mars.
No.
Nick Mars is a stud.
But you know what? Nick Mars was drowned out too, I think, too much. They had Nicky way too big.
Nick was way too high. Now he could like, I can't hear myself. Like, what's going on with their sound? Live Wire was actually pretty good. Oh, it's so good. Ready? Here we go. Oh, it's so good. It's pouring down. It is literally.
I love the instrumental pieces. They were tight.
They were so tight.
You're right. The mix was not good. It just wasn't. They didn't. It could have been so much better.
It doesn't sound terrible. I don't think it sounds terrible. Nicky
like I
is
said,
the
it
best.
exceeded expectations.
I showed my 6-year-old son, Nicky 6, doing this. He's like, that's a rock star. I'm like, you know what, Nick, you're right. And he's got the same name as you. Well, really not really.
Your 6-year-old son is going to be a rock star. You better.
He is. He's like,
You better
that's
lock,
a rock
you
star.
better lock
I'm like,
him
that's
in his
Nicky
room
6.
for a few years.
He's got the same name as you, Nick.
He's your wild child, man.
He is. This was the best part. Look at. I love this. So they brought a piano up right next to us. Tommy came back out, played piano. It's pouring down raining still. I'll let you listen.
Now,
So good.
Todd,
Yes.
I'm not. You gotta admit,
Yes.
Vince has some things to resolve.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, Todd. Here's a comment.
How cool is
for you.
that?
I've never seen a comment like that on our website ever.
What?
On our
What?
page.
Oh,
Story
hey, there's.
time. Look at
Hey,
sex
we
tonight,
just.
Todd.
Look at that. Look at this.
I think that might be a bot. If one of our mods can look into who story time is, you might want to block them. I think that's one.
What's up, Jade? My heart. Anyway, so Tommy came back out.
Now you have to admit, Todd.
Yes.
Of all the issues that Vince had, they were trying to get him to lose weight and take vocal lessons and work out. He did not need to do the plastic surgery to his face.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got
that's
to
true.
See him up close.
Yeah, he
looks like the Joker. He's got like the bad Botox on both sides of his cheeks, and
Dr. Feelgood. I think the mix is better now, though. A little bit.
No, I don't think so. It's the same.
Listen, again, I will tell you, Vince has never been a great live singer. I don't think this is horrible.
It's the show was actually the video doesn't do the show justice. The show was better.
Well, it's on my
than
phone.
anything else. You also it was from your phone. You know, you omitted the nasty habits. There they are in the
Oh, I
back.
love same old situation. Oh, there's the nasty dirty. What do they call it, Eddie?
The nasty habits or
The nasty habits, as Vince called them.
Yeah. Well, and see this, Joe. That is exactly what actually everybody was clamoring for at the show. They were.
Well, Andy was. Andy was.
My eyes never wandered. If my wife is watching, my eyes never wandered once.
They did not. They were out for every song. They made. Oh, here we go.
Clearly,
Andy.
I spent all my time.
Here we go, Andy.
Oh.
Yeah, the bass is still really high.
In for liar. You read all your kids watch this time.
Girls. We don't even know where.
And
band
for
is
this,
at this
by the way,
point.
for this song,
yeah,
none of the
Look at all the
you couldn't
cameras.
see
Look
the
at all the
other
cameras.
band members.
Look at all the cameras.
All of a sudden, every camera's up. Yeah. And this is.
Well, you say this, Andy. Nicky is a rock star.
Through and through. Through and
He
through.
is the
Nicky,
epitome of a rock star. He's clean and sober for 20 years, too, which is awesome.
If you ask me,
Look at the
all
range.
four of them, I think Nicky is by far the most rock and roll in the group.
Yeah.
I mean, he is. Yeah, he's. I mean,
He was.
I think Tommy is. Tommy's like nerdy kid done good. Like he's the drum major from high school that made fun of and got in a rock band. Like good for him. But Nicky's been like badass since day one. That's who he is. Mick Mars is too. He just doesn't. What I like about Mick Mars is he's not like a spotlight hog.
No,
he just
plays
goes
the
out there
guitar.
and does his thing, man. He's
Look
cool.
Look at this. Look at this. Awesome. I loved it. I loved everything. Listen, they didn't sound amazing, but it was so much fun. I love this.
It was great.
I loved it.
It was great.
Loved
Well,
it.
Joe,
All
if
right.
you wonder why it's nothing compared to Meriwether, it's because they were never allowed to do that again. They were banned.
No,
from
they were never
Meriwether,
allowed to do it again.
Yeah, that was it was tame Motley Crue.
Yeah, and there's a
So-
reason why you could never take your kids to see Motley Crue. And the funny thing is, I saw look at Nicky. Look how close we were to Nicky. Anyway, all right, that's it. We'll show you the very end.
All right.
All right, so that's it. That's it. All right, we gotta get away. It's really late. I gotta get off.
Let's
this
give
freaking
away
balcony.
some stuff. It is late. Todd, we said we are going to be off by 10:30. It's 11:06.
No, it's the stadium tour. It does that to us. Thank you for putting up with this.
This was
so anybody,
a ton of fun.
So let me
now
get
look, Todd.
yes.
You start to get the wheel ready. While you're getting the
Yes.
wheel ready, I would like to say, remember, we are still doing. It's in the middle of summer. We're still doing a contest where we are looking to
That's
find
true.
the next winner who could possibly be the winner of the P90X challenge.
Excellent. Okay, what you guys are all waiting for tonight on our live stream, our members only giveaway is something very special. We are giving away our top 5 whiskeys of 2020 to a lucky winner. Those are going to be the Knob Creek 12-year Select, the Wild Turkey Rare Breed Rye, the Rare Breed Masters Tier 17, the Old Crow Double Barrel 47, and then the Maker's Mark's P90X. All absolutely amazing bourbons that you can't find easily that Andy has. One lucky member will get it. So we can't wait to see you tonight, 8:30 p.m. And we'll have some fun. Cheers. I'm at the beach. That's where the live stream will be.
So remember, if you're in on that, all you have to do is create your very own video.
Yep.
Where you parody Todd and you tell us what, well, quite frankly, what bottles you found.
Excellent. Okay, what you guys are all waiting for tonight.
All right, guys, tonight on a members-only live stream, we're going to give away some really special bottles from Todd's collection. Tonight, these are bottles that are our favorite from 2023, so here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a Booker's 87 proof cigar blend, a Sagamore Barrel Mint Double Bourbon, a Woodford Reserve Sherry Cask Finish, and a Maker's Mark 48 Thai Boat. Stay tuned and see who wins.
God. That was great. He's the first. That was great.
It was the first one, and we've had
look,
a couple
Kathy
others.
Here, Joe. Yeah, Kathy and Joe. I'm waiting for that. Come on, we need more entries.
And so far, it's also been a race to see who can beat. We've had a couple entries, but people have so far. Amy's getting a lot of love.
All right, guys. It's 21090 here at the beach. Tuesday nights, 10 o'clock. We've got some great giveaways for you. We got a triple oaked 4-gate rye batch 151 that I picked up off Sealbacks. A Lucky 7 10-year bottled in bond, 112 proof. It's going to be awesome. They call that the milkshake. Brings all the boys to the yard. We got an Old Moose 10-year aged in a level 12 char barrel. Also, the pièce de résistance, a Maker's P90X Dusty from way back when, 2018, that I found down in Delaware. And last but not least, 2 passes to the RV Hall of Fame from Kathy and Joe Graves, the most awesome people on the planet. Cheers, everybody. Peace out. Love you.
I want to know where that RV. I'd like to go to that, please.
I love that. And don't sell yourself short there, Sean. We still had one more entry.
Welcome back, folks. It's your host, Washed Up Slash, and you're back on Hot Rock 96.69. You know how we do, and we got some fantastic news for you. That's right, the greatest YouTube channel of all time has done some barrel picks for us. Oh, you know I'm talking about 21090. Let's get to it. All right, so first off, first barrel pick coming out of 21090, we got the Prideful Oats. That's right, this is an 84-year aged bourbon. It's then blended with oatmeal. It tastes like burnt wood and wet oatmeal that's 84 years old. This is oatmeal just like your grandma used to make, and it's as old as your grandmother approved. All right, moving on. Next up, we got Bland Tums, and that's right, folks, the name says it all. This is a super smooth, super mellow, nearly tasteless bourbon. Then we take Tums and dump them right in the barrel. Oh yeah, tastes like burnt chalk. Oh, so delicious. And that finish is just so chalky. Reminds me of the schoolyard. That's right, folks. If you want to get wasted while also fighting heartburn, this is the drink for you. Last up, but certainly not least, we got Cracker Mark. And this is a super ultra premium, mega ultra reserve, very limited, super small batch, never going to be found again. Booze Scotcha Yak. That's right. This is finished in Cracker Barrels in a Cracker Barrel. Let me tell you, this finish will never go away. It's the longest lasting finish you'll ever have. It'll probably ruin your dinner. That tire taste is going to be still sticking around. Okay, folks, those have been the latest barrel picks from 2TEN90, the greatest YouTube channel in the world. And just remember, folks, Def Leppard rocks and rock on. Here's to drinking on the job.
I love that. I love that so much.
Cracker Barrel finished in Cracker Barrels. That's all good. We need more of that.
See, and he pulls at my heartstrings. He goes, "Def Leppard rules." Right? I love it. It's great. He pulls out the can of the Elysian. It's so great. So look, we are running a contest. There will be a very good prize given to the winner right now.
Yes, exactly, Dave.
3 people have a really good chance of winning because
I know.
they have done the video. So all you have to do, this is running from Memorial Day to Labor Day. All you have to do is submit to 21090brewing@gmail.com your video.
I think everybody who submits will win something. We just, there'll be like a grand prize. So if you submit something, you're going to win something. But the grand prize winner will get something special. So.
Oh, absolutely! But everything that is fantastic. We love it. So
I love
very
how
good. Thank you.
Sean sounds like Slash too. By the way, washed up Slash.
Sean, by the way, has some fans out there who think he's just got like the sexiest voice of YouTube. They like. He's got some fans. Todd, you don't have fans for that. I think I'm your only fan who thinks that you probably should be reading like stories like Morgan Freeman. I'm ironically the only one who wants to hear you do Audible books.
That's a good thing. All right, so we're gonna give away 2 prizes tonight. We're way late. Sorry. Thank you for listen. Andy, how fun was this? We got to relive an amazing concert. So, first person who wins, are we going to say they can pick? They're probably not even here anymore because it's way late. There's only 24 people.
Todd, do not apologize for how long we're going. We can stay on until 5 if we want. That's the beauty of what we do. For those of you who are left,
by the way, I might be brewing next week, and I'm going to do a brew day live stream.
What are you brewing?
My Marzen at the lager it for October.
Are we going to do Oktoberfest this year?
Well, why not? I mean, we don't brew much anymore, but you
guys want to see us do? I can brew though. If I want to whip out a couple beers, I could do the pour some pumpkin on me and the ice all red.
It's true. I agree with you.
Yeah.
You just haven't done it.
We might even
I would love
pull
to
out
do it
the
again.
David Hasselhoff. I mean, come on now.
But I will go live when I brew my Mars. It's an easy brew. The lagering is, the fermentation is the problem. But
no one's here. Spots and me. Joe will stick around as long as you're live, Todd. He will.
I'm up past my bedtime. Don't tell me my
Joe is up probably right now eating some spaghetti and meatballs
in his underwear, eating a block of cheese because Kathy's down here with their daughter.
Yep.
So there you go. All right.
Perfect.
All right, brew it. Yeah, we'll brew it. All right, so let's give away. So the first, well, I don't know. How do you want to do this? Do you want to say the first giveaway is this, or whoever, if they're here, they can choose what they want? I don't know what they want. They might want something different. Like there's 2 giveaways. Is a 6-ounce pour of the Maryland Heritage.
The first giveaway is a 6-ounce pour of the Maryland Heritage. One Nikki 6 pick.
Yep.
From Nikki 6. And 1 can of Tropical Bay Miami IPA from Biscayne Bay. That is number 1. Number 2, you will get, once again, the beer, the pick. 2 Sagamores. One is the Bib and one's the Manhattan. Then you will get the Rye the Lightning from Metallica. You will get the Slipknot number 9. And you will get the All Rye Sherry Fish, which, by the way, I wish I hadn't said this because I want to drink every last drop of it. This is just freaking good.
Well,
love it.
4-year butt on bond. This is super hard to get. And Manhattan's not even around anymore. So there you go.
So it is in that order. Okay.
All right. So
Joe had meatballs last night. He likes to have his meatballs.
He did have he loves his meatballs. He does it was
meatball.
Do you love meatballs?
It's a bit, I have to be in the mood for them. And I really haven't been in the mood for them for a while.
You haven't?
No.
Being Italian, I thought you would be like a meatball fan.
I would too, but I just something about meetballs lately has turned me off. But it's all right. Maybe they'll come back to me.
All right, I'm going to share the screen, guys. Good odds tonight. I'm going to shuffle. So I hope whoever wins appreciates what we're giving. So here we go. Eddie, you ready to spin this wheel?
I was born ready, bitch.
All right, so the first one is the Maryland Heritage and Nikki 6. So good luck, everybody. And is it up?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
All right, I can't see. So
roll that beautiful bean footage.
Who wins the Sherwood? Heart site for
Oreo. Wow.
So it's going to Oreo.
From Heartside. Yep.
All
Heartside
right.
for Oreo. Okay.
Well done. So they won earlier, the Jepson. So they have. See, we got to write all this down with their winning. So good job, guys.
Write it down.
Right.
Darren, shoot us an email, but she's at 21090 Brewing.
What's going on?
I'm just talking to Darren. You do your thing.
Pick number 2, please. I will send you. Oh, yeah. So somebody, Andy, just put in the chat. Real quick.
I already did it. Go do your thing.
All right. Here's
roll
the second winner for the all the other goodies.
Congrats, Oreo. Let's see who wins.
Joe doing Tish's Graves. Hey! Oh, yes.
Wow.
Wow. That's great. Joe Graves wins a lot of good stuff right there. And I don't know if he wants a Motley Crue pick. I think he does. That's a good thing.
Both people get a Motley Crue pick, so that's fine. So all right.
All right,
Joe Graves, there you go. So congratulations to Oreo. Congratulations to Joe Graves. Joe, I'm just gonna give your winnings to Kathy.
No, Joe, I've got stuff for you, buddy.
No, Joe, I will take care of you. So,
all right, Andy.
Well, that was fun.
Well, it's fun. It's late. I gotta get off this balcony because they're gonna start complaining about me having a light on.
That's right. There's a noise ordinance in effect that you're gonna get in trouble for.
Congratulations, Oreo. Yeah, Oreo. Well done. So, and Eileen for doing that. That's really nice of you to do
Oreo,
that.
if you see a cooler of stuff coming up to you,
Oreo. So you won the Jepsons and the Sherwood and the Nikki Six pick and the beer, and then you have what did Oreo win? She won the port. No, she won the port finish, right?
Yeah, she's got a
Eileen won
this
the sample of the Maryland Heritage. So we got
you and Eileen should just have a big party. That's what
exactly.
Have a big party. Yeah,
can I get the second pick? What do you mean the second pick? What does that mean?
I think we're just going to go in order. We'll let you know what's coming your way. But
she wants the samples, not the Sherwood. He's like, I don't know if I want to give away all that whiskey.
Joe's probably going to be fine with that.
Oh yeah, so Joe. Would you rather have the first pick?
If that's the case, we'll work it out. I'm pretty sure that's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, Joe. Would you rather have 6 ounces of the Sherwood? You probably would.
I'm pretty sure he's going to say yes.
Yeah,
so
I'm pretty sure he's good.
All right. Anyway,
whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. All right. So Oreo, you want the samples instead of the Sherwood? I can do that.
We'll do this offline. We're good.
All right. Very good.
Yeah, we'll take care of it. So, all right. Yeah. All right. You need to get off of your balcony. I need to go to bed.
Oreo doesn't want samples. Wait, I don't know what Oreo wants. What does Oreo want? No, not the same. I don't know what Oreo wants. What are you talking about?
Todd, we'll talk offline and we'll figure it out. Stop worrying about it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Guys, we love you. Good night. We'll see you next week and rock and roll.
We're never getting through this.
Wasn't ready for that.
Get yourself in check here. What's wrong with you?
Fine. I also didn't have dinner.
Oh, you didn't have dinner?
There's nothing in my stomach.
Oh my God. We drank 8 whiskeys.
I felt drunk after the first beer.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Is that center?
And barrel of beer. I don't even know at this point, Andy. We haven't gotten to that point. Come on, dude. Let's go. Finish this. This is important. Well, maybe it's not.
Do it still look high?
You do. You do. But let's go.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Where are we starting from?
Welcome back to 21090.
Welcome back to 21090.
Yes.
I'm Andy. You're Todd.
Yes. Okay. And just go into it. Let's review FAO2.
Let's just do it.
Don't worry about 01. Say
we love 01.
Say the difference.
I'm not worried about 01.
You're so drunk.
That was so springtime.
Fuck. What are we going to do? We've reached our limit, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know if this is a good idea at this point.
We got one more to do. Come on, sit.
Okay, hold on.
Come on.
I'm trying.
There's a lot of whiskey over here.
This is too much.
Come on. We got one more.